the bowling for them. It's always very good to see. Fast bowlers did have a bit of luck yesterday as well. They were bowling well if you bowl in the right channels. Back of length deliveries. Meanwhile, for the ILT20 Marvels, the two openers, a change in the opening pair. Looks like it's Aryan Sharma. Alongside him, it's Aryan Saxena. We'll get a confirmation. Yes, I think that's Aryan Sharma and Aryan Saxena. So, good change this. Both youngsters will be opening the innings for the ILT20 Marvels. After losing the toss, I think they should get to somewhere about 170, 180 on this track.
Absolutely, Rashid. We have seen in the first day where all the 4 games were defended successfully, and now in the yesterday's games, couple of games, it's a new fresh wicket, and they just went on to score mammoth totals. If we talk about ILT20 Thunderbolts, well, they chased down 195, so that is something to look out for.
Well, yeah, it does look like a good wicket to bat on, but you need to apply yourself. You need to have your basics right. That is key. Aryan Sharma, 11 runs, best of 7. He's hasn't had such a great tournament so far, but this is his opportunity to shine and change all of those. Been part of the UAE national side, has scored a lot of runs. I've enjoyed his batting, especially in the longer format. And alongside him, it's young Aryan Saxena. That has been the problem for the ILT20 Marvel side. Both their openers or the top order hasn't been able to click.
Well, they should keep all that behind now. It's a new day. It's a new opportunity for these youngsters, and they can show their skill set, their talent. Mind you, both these batters are very, very talented, Rashid. We have seen them scoring runs in the domestic circuit for a while, so it's going to be an interesting contest, I believe.
Oh yes, it is going to be very interesting. Raja Akifullah with the ball, getting his field right. Remember, we've got the power play. The first 6 overs, only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Just making sure who the 2 fielders are. I think it's going to be a square leg and a deep third. That's what he normally goes with. But I would like to see a slip in place for Akifullah. He does get that movement in the air with the new ball. And if he can get a slip in there, he might be able to get that early breakthrough. Hasn't had a very, very successful tournament, Raja Akifullah, but I can tell you that he is a genuine wicket taker. The umpire just making sure that everybody is ready. And we're ready to go. Play is the call, and the first delivery will be coming up. It's going to be Aryan Sharma on strike against Raja Akif. Here we go then. Nicely bowled and equally well played. There was a hint of movement for the right-hander, but nicely played.
Yes, an excellent start here from Raja Khan. Straight right on the money, trying to target the stumps now. The objective for these youngsters of Team ILT20 Marvels, they need to ensure that they don't lose wickets early, Rashid. And that is what we've seen in the couple of games. So I think they certainly have come up with a plan. And the plan should be not to lose wickets, especially in the initial power play.
Well, certainly don't lose wickets, but make sure you don't get bogged down. Keep rotating strike. Nicely bowled, nicely played once again. Good cricket. Not much movement on that delivery. Tried to pitch it up, but didn't get too much movement there, Raja Akif.
Yeah, such a true wicket. It's just the second ball of the game. Akif trying to bowl a fuller delivery, but just look at that shot. It was straight out of the middle of the bat, full face of the bat. And I'm sure definitely it's going to give a lot of confidence to this youngster, Aryansh.
Oh yes, did come onto the bat really nicely. So would be a good move to maybe take out that slip and put it in a catching position somewhere else. Nicely played. That's a phenomenal shot. What a way to get off the mark. Just a gentle push, and that's gone all the way for the first boundary of the day and the game.
Well, this is going to be a confidence booster for this young boy. Look at that. Full face of the bat and sublime timing. All he did was just a simple push. And look at the ball, how it traveled towards the fence. And that is a fan code 4 moment for you.
Yeah, just got behind the ball nicely and didn't try to overhit it. timed it perfectly and got the result that he was looking for. That's better. Slightly pulling his length back. I think the slip has been taken off as well. Now that's good captaincy. You can realize that there isn't much lateral movement. Four for no loss after the first 4 deliveries. Nicely bowled once again. Now he's got the length right.
Well, also what I like about this youngster Aryansh, he's got a very good technique when he comes onto bat, and also if you see when he's standing, his balance is perfect. His head is so straight when he's playing those shots. So that is something to look out for. His basics are absolutely impeccable. Yeah, seems to be an excellent prospect for the future, Rashid.
And that's what you need from your opening batter. To have good technique, get behind the ball. Because we know that the new ball does a bit in the air. It moves around quite a bit. Which is why you need somebody like Aryan Sharma at the top of the order to negate that swing. Once again, nicely bowled and nicely played. Will be the end of the over. At the end of over number 1, it's 4 for no loss. Well, alongside Aryan Saxena. Remember, the Dubai Capitals development team won the toss and elected to field first. They would want to restrict the ILT20 marvels to as low a total as possible. Now, with the way the runs were chased last night, I can't really say what a good total would be to restrict them to.
Well, looking at the couple of games we witnessed last night, I think it's a belter of a track, Rashid. That is first. So you need to ensure your target has to be somewhere around 175, 180. Just create the realistic targets. Oh, what a delivery. Excellent start by Omid.
Yeah, very good delivery from the youngster, taking it away from Aryan, who's playing his first delivery. Now, Omid has been impressive, but not very consistent. He's picked up a couple of wickets so far, but I think the one thing that has been missing is consistency for him. Otherwise, he does have the ability to swing the ball. He's got good height as well. Gets the extra bit of bounce that the fast bowlers look for. But needs to be more consistent with his line and length to achieve better results. That's a good line and good length as well. Now needs to continue there.
Yeah, he's a very handy bowler, especially with the new ball. But then again, Rashid, yesterday wasn't his day. He bowled 3 overs, gave away 45 runs. So that shows that there's a lot in the wicket for the batters. It is an absolute belter of a track. And I think they've got plenty of time for both these batters to settle down.
And don't forget, it was under lights. And at the moment, the lights haven't been switched on, so different conditions. Oh, that's another very good delivery. He's not bowling with a lot of pace, but he is having a lot of control.
Yeah, this is what you need to do when you're bowling with the new ball. You don't really need to push too hard. All you need to do is release the ball properly, ball in the perfect channel. And at the moment, all the 3 deliveries have been right on the money.
Yeah, very good start here for Omid Rahman. Already debuted for the UAE. That's another good delivery. Now, this is the problem I have with the ILT20 Marvels team. They can take their time, that's fine, but they need to make sure that they don't get bogged down just like that. You can't have 5 dot balls in a row. You have to make sure that you pick up a single somewhere.
Yeah, that is a very valid point you make, Rashid. And I think it's just the swing which is playing in their head at the moment. Those couple of deliveries have certainly shook these batters up.
Oh, goes for that drive. away from his body once again, not coming close to the ball. And gets beaten convincingly. Very lucky that didn't take the outside edge. There is a slip fielder waiting for that at the slip cordon. I think it's Junaid Afridi. He's very safe in that first slip region.
Yeah, he wasn't sure if he should be driving the ball, if he should try to play an upper shot. I think he was just caught up in two minds. What a start here from Omid Rahman though.
On the verge of a maiden. Oh, finishes it off with a beauty. That's a superb delivery to end the over. And what an over this has been. That is absolutely magnificent. That is the kind of talent Omid Rahman possesses. End of over number 2. It was a brilliant over. A maiden over from Omid Rahman. At the end of 2, it's 4 for no loss. Well, that's the points table. The ILT20 Pearls leading the roost with 4 points. They're the only team who are unbeaten so far, but this is very early days in the tournament. The Gulf Giants development side with 2 points. So are the Desert Vipers development side. Remember, they won the game last night, and it was a brilliant game of cricket. Now, the Dubai Capitals development side would want to win this game. In comes Raja Akif once again. He isn't getting much swing. They go for a quick single. Yes, no. And direct hit might have been very interesting.
Yeah, that could have been mighty close. The moment he hit the shot, he was ready for that single. But in the end, I think he did well. That dive certainly saved him in the end. Yeah, you're right, Rashid. I think it's high time now. They need to get a move on. Only 2 overs. And there is some initial movement early on, but I think that's going to go away after like 4 to 5 overs.
Well, I don't think Raja Akif is getting much swing. We did see a lot of movement from the other end from Omid Rahman, but in this over as well, he's tried to pitch it up. He's tried to extract that swing, but he isn't getting much. So maybe these two can target Raja Akif without much movement. Nicely played, but straight to the fielder mid-off, who's done really well. That was a very good effort.
Yeah, once again, Rashid, if you observe, he was in 2 minds. And I think he just wanted to maybe try to play it over the head of the fielder. But in the end, playing along the carpet, that would be the right move. Try to target and play over the head of the fielder.
Yeah, and they'll have to be careful against Khalid Shah. He's already got 1 run out in the tournament. He's been superb. That's nicely played. A little late on that Aryan Saxena, but I think the problem is he's not getting his feet to the pitch of the ball. He's playing it away from his body, which is why he's not getting that timing we saw from Aryan previously, and which is one of the reasons why he's not being able to get that ball away, and that confidence is lacking in him.
Yeah, absolutely. Losing his balance when he's playing those shots, and that is the reason he's getting a little too late onto the ball. Nonetheless, an excellent start by Raja, keeping things very simple, pitching the ball up, hint of movement. That is enough to bother the batters.
Goes to the big shot, connects nicely. This was a pitched up delivery, didn't need much feet movement, and he got it right here. Aryan off the mark with a boundary after 9 deliveries, but they all count, don't they?
Yeah, finally in the slot, in the arc, and it was there to be hit, and finally getting from the meat of the bat. And that is a fan code 4 moment for you. Much required boundary coming in for ILT20 Marvels.
Yeah, not very good from Raja Akif. He could have seen that Aryan was struggling here. Should have tried to bowl back of length deliveries. Up in the air once again, but away from the fielders. This is a very quick outfield here at the ICC Academy, and that'll be back-to-back boundaries for Aryan Saxena.
Yeah, slightly losing his line on this occasion, Raja, going down towards the leg side, fuller delivery, and look at that pickup shot. Brilliant use of the wrist, and getting another boundary, another fan code 4 moment for you. So on the move now is ILT20 Marvels. That is more like it, Rashid, and that is the way you should play in the first 6 overs. I think they've already got their eyesight in both the batters, and the ball is coming really nice onto the bat, so they can certainly try to utilize the next 3 overs of the power play.
Oh, goes for another one. I think he's connected better this time. That might go all the way. It does. That's the first maximum of the game. And what an over this has been. What a turnaround this has been from Aryan Saxena in the last 3 deliveries. A couple of boundaries followed by a big maximum.
Well, he certainly decided to cut loose now, Aryan. What a brilliant shot. That has come right off the middle of his bat. And what a brilliant comeback, I would say, by ILT20 Marvels. After 3, 19 for no loss.
Omid Rahman continues. Started off with the maiden over. This is his 7th dot ball in a row. He's been a revelation, hasn't he?
Yeah, quite certainly. And what a start once again, Omid Rahman. There you go, the spectators enjoying the cricket. It is almost 6:15 p.m. here in Dubai. Ideal day of cricket for these youngsters in the middle. Good comeback though by ILT Marvels. Excellent delivery. Guided beautifully towards third man. Rotate strike here.
First runs against Omid Rahman. And it's taken them 8 deliveries to get those first runs. But they took their time against Raja Akif. And once Aryan Saxena opened up, he's been magnificent. Those 2 boundaries were good, but that maximum was just superb. Got it from the middle of the bat and placed it nicely. Now he's probably got a feel of the wicket. Not trying to overdo things as previously and getting his feet moving as well. Oh, up in the air and taken at first slip. That is a perfect reward for some perfect bowling by Omid Rahman.
Yeah, the plan was set here by Omid Rahman. Decided to bowl short. He had that second slip in place. And a hint of movement away from the right-hander, getting a thick outside edge. And a very good catch in the slip cordon.
There you go. Once again, no feet movement. He was stuck in his crease, trying to play it away from his body. And Junaid Afridi, he's been superb. He's a very safe fielder at first slip. 14 of 12 for Aryan Saxena. First wicket down, 20 on the board. Vishnu Sukumaran, the new man in, very experienced, left-hander, 39 runs, best of 29 so far in the tournament. He's hit 4 boundaries and 1 maximum. They need a big innings from Vishnu Sukumaran today. He needs to make sure that he stays till the end. This is a very important position, the number 3 position. And Vishnu Sukumaran, well, he's got the ability, but just hasn't been able to click. This wicket might just help Vishnu Sukumaran to get that confidence back. Although he's a very confident player. He's got a lot of runs just recently for the UAE national side. Had a couple of half centuries to his name. Well, there we go. We've got some coaches coming in. Head coach Andy Flower. He's been coming in every day, mind you, and having a close look at the teams, at the players. Oh, the big appeal, and that's been given. What a delivery, Omid Rahman. He's been superb today, and he's been rewarded with 2 back-to-back wickets.
Well, he's having a dream run, Omid Rahman. He's finding his line, finding his length, and that was a beautiful delivery, pitching it up straight away to Vishnu, and in 2 minds, not too sure to drive or to leave the ball in the end, getting a feather tickle, and an easy take behind the stumps. A very sorry exit for Vishnu Sukumaran. has to go for naught. 20 for 2.
Twenty for 2 after 3.4. Omid Rahman on a hat-trick now. He's bowled very good deliveries so far, 2 of them, and picked up a very important wicket in Vishnu Sukumaran. New man in, Ahmed Tariq. 26 runs so far, best of 22, 3 boundaries and a maximum. Omid Rahman, he's got 1 slip in place. Are they going to change that? Make it 2? I would want to see 2 slips in place. Get more fielders in catching positions. Look at this effort so far. 1.4 overs, 9 dot balls, 1 run and a couple of wickets. What a phenomenal spell this has been so far by Omid Rahman. Now can he get that first hat-trick of this edition of the DP World ILT20 tournament? Nicely bowled, but equally well played by Ahmed Tariq. Should have been probably just a little more outside off stump. Was started off on leg stump. Easier for Ahmed Tariq to negate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Just going a little short is Omid Rahman. And you're right, Rashid. He should have gone a little fuller, try to get that edges going in his favour. And good to see there was a second slip in place. So aggressive intent, and straight away, after that hat-trick delivery, they've removed the second slip.
Oh, that's upishly played, but away from the fielder at point. Deep third comes into play. Hafiz Almaz cleans it up, but they pick up a single. That is nicely bowled by Omid Rahman. And this is the end of the over. A brilliant over, this one. He's managed to pick up a couple of wickets in that. Those are the wickets. The last wicket to fall, Vishnu Sukumaran. Look at that, tentatively pushing that one. Not coming close to the ball. That has been an issue for a lot of batters. They haven't been able to get to the pitch of the deliveries, and which is why a little bit of movement just troubles you as a batter. 21 for 2 after 4. A partnership required here. They're going at 5.3 runs an over at the moment. And it has been the Dubai Capitals development team show so far. There is a change in the bowling. Well, we've got the Women's World Cup going on as well. And the Pakistan women's team have come for practice here at the oval right next to us. Watching the game, enjoying the game as well. Change the bowling. Haider Ali, couple of wickets for him in the tournament so far. I think he's coming in at the right time.
And straight away targeting Haider Ali on his very first ball, going down on one knee, and he smashed this out of the park.
Well, that's a very courageous shot by Ahmed Tariq. Not easy against somebody like Haider Ali, who's known for some very good bowling, especially with the new ball. But straight away he had a plan in mind and he's executed it really well.
Yeah, the youngster making his intentions very clear. He wants to take down one of their premier bowlers, I would say, Haider Ali. And how often do you see he bowling first delivery and he's been hit for a 6? So the youngster coming in with a lot of confidence in this game.
Ahmed Tariq is a very talented player. He's one who can really take the game away from you. That's a good comeback delivery by Haider. You expect that from him. And nicely played by Ahmed as well. Dot ball. But they need to make sure that they continue with their natural game, not get bogged down after losing 2 early wickets.
Yeah, touch shot, cut away, and cut away handsomely. That's going to trickle away towards the boundary. So not a good start by Haider. And tremendous batting here from Ahmed Tariq.
Too short and too wide there from Haider. Nicely played off the back foot. Ahmed making a little room for himself and getting a fan code 4. 31 for 2 after those 10 runs have come in this over so far. They've targeted Heather Ali and gotten a lot of runs against him. So tries to go for that big lock sweep once again. Doesn't connect. And mid-wicket will clear it up. So Ahmed needs to be careful here. He can't get carried away. They've already lost 2 wickets. Can't lose another one.
Yeah, you've already got the runs in this over. Only 11. So a couple of more deliveries. Might as well just knock it around for single doubles. Wait for the bad deliveries. Better delivery. Just pitching it a little fuller. Waiting his pace. Bowling at the right area. And watchfully played by Aryansh.
Now one of these 2 batters need to hold the fort at one end. Keep going. That's a good delivery and nicely played by Aryansh down the ground to end the over with a single. But this has been good over for the ILT20 Marvel side. 12 runs coming off it. 5 done. It's 33 for 2.
There you go, on your right, Andy Flower, keeping a check on the proceedings in the middle. He's got his notebook in his hand, taking on all the notes. It's a good start here from Ahmed Tariq, though, the youngster. Playing positive cricket at the moment. Oh, what a ripper of a delivery. That is a beauty from Omid Rahman. And have a look at those figures.
Let's have a look at those wickets that he's taken so far. That's the first one he took. Very good delivery, praying it away from his body, Aryan, and straight into the hands of the slip fielder. Nicely taken by Junaid. And then he followed up with the Vishnu Sukumaran wicket. We'll see that after this delivery. But that was another very good delivery to a new man. Played uppishly, but just manages to clear the field at short mid-wicket. They'll pick up a couple of runs. Not very convincing there from Aryansh. But the 2 runs are of more importance at the moment. They need to keep rotating strike. That is key. Well, that wicket for Omid Rahman. Vishnu Sukumaran, look at that. Front foot not going anywhere. An easy take for Adib behind the stumps. On the verge of a hat-trick. And unfortunate not to get that. Would have been the first one of this DP World ILT20 development tournament.
Nicely bowled. Putting a little fuller, trying to target the stumps. And Aryan started off shakily, but now finally finding his rhythm. Getting it from the middle of the bat. It's a good start here from Team ILT20 Marvels.
We've got the scorers going about business, making sure that we get the right numbers on our screens. 35 for 2 after 5.3 overs. A couple of wickets down for the ILT20 Marvel side after being invited to bat first. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Opportunity. Akif, no, can't get to it. Very lucky there. That was a shot out of frustration from Aryan. She hasn't been able to time the balls well, and which is why he's gone for this across the line shot.
Yeah, not the right shot selection, I would say. It was a little fuller, and he went onto the back foot. And I think he just got a little frustrated trying to force the issue, and in the end, it was a nothing shot.
Yeah, very lucky that didn't go down the throat of one of the fielders. But Omid Rahman has been special today. This has been a special effort from the fast bowler. Nicely bowled once again. No chance of a run there. And both these youngsters, they need to be careful. They're very energetic out there. They have young legs, but need to be careful. Can't lose another wicket, especially not in the form of a run out.
It's going to be very interesting to see the captain Khalid Shaib is going to opt to stick with Omid Rahman. He's about to finish his 3rd over, giving away just 6 runs, 2 quality wickets up front. So we'll have to wait and see if he's going to finish his full quota of 4 overs.
Well, that's gone up in the air. And over Khalid Shah. That's gone for a boundary. That wasn't convincing once again from Orange, but he's got the result.
Yeah, not coming from the middle of the bat, but it's always a safe shot to play down the ground considering both the fielders were in the circle. And he got plenty of bat on this one. It's trickled away towards the boundary to close out the 6th over, and that is power play done and dusted. 43 for 2. Right, then it's going to be Hafiz Almas to be bowling straight away after the power play. Well, he's got experience with the new ball, he's got experience with the old ball. He's got those excellent variations going in his favour. Nicely bowled. This is a good start. Right on the money, targeting the stumps. And this is what he has to offer. We have seen Hafiz Almas picking up wickets for his team early on. He's come out at a stage where he needs to break this partnership now. It's looking quite healthy between these two youngsters. Yeah, there you go. Still pretty early in this tournament, but he has picked up 1 wicket. I want to improve those stats. Width provided, hit really hard in the gap. It's going to be easy couple of runs coming in. So now the stage is set and the platform is set by these two batters. And still a lot of batting to come after this. So they can just wait and pick their deliveries.
Yeah, need to get a partnership going. Steady the ship. They've lost 2 early wickets, but the runs have come in. 43 for 2 at the moment. Just need to continue for at least 3-4 overs. Make sure you keep rotating strike. Get at least 6-7 runs an over. That's nicely played. Away from the fielder. It'll be a test there for the fielder in the deep. Mohammad Zuhaib does well. But they managed to pick up a couple of runs. Width from Hafiz Almas and Ahmed Tariq was onto it.
Yeah, standing tall and playing the shot. Look at that glorious looking stroke. And for a moment I thought the short cover fielder was in for a chance. And look at this effort. Brilliant. Tremendous bit of fielding in the deep. Certainly has saved some runs for his team.
Almas has started well. Given away just 2 runs in the first 2 deliveries. Back of length. Nicely guided towards deep third. Sensible this from Ahmed Tariq. Needs to stay out there. They can't lose any more wickets. Both these youngsters just need to make sure they keep rotating strike, wait for the loose deliveries and get their boundaries on those loose deliveries. Don't need to manufacture a shot.
Well, I think both the batters have gotten starts now and it's high time. They should look to play those shots from here onwards. We have seen yesterday that 194 being chased, so I think they need to target somewhere around 175, 180 to make a game out of it.
Playing it away from his body. Not getting to the pitch. Very close to that wide line. Umpire Sunij thinks it was a fair delivery, and it is a fair delivery.
Yeah, marginally close. The line belongs to the umpire. I think it was a good decision. So quite over from Hafiz Almas. No boundaries as of such in this over. And still he's getting that outswing going in his favour. Last delivery. Fuller driven into the gap. That's going towards the boundary. What sublime timing from Aryans to close out this over. Brilliant.
Pitched up delivery there from Hafiz Almas. And that's been nicely timed through the covers. Away from the fielders, bisecting those two nicely. It's a fan code 4. And that will be a good end to the over. 50 comes up with that boundary. 7 overs done. It's 50 for 2.
It's covering your leg stump. They're coming through. Yes. It's coming through for you. बस सही है
50 up for team ILT20 Marvels in 7 overs. Short delivery, cut away nicely. Ahmed Tariq, well, the moment he's come in, he's looked pretty confident. He's been middling the ball. He's been excellent with his feet movement, and already 17 on the board for him. So, would want to convert this into a big one. And as we speak, Rashid is going to take a breather. It's going to be Shoaib to be joining in the comm box. Welcome, Shoaib.
Thank you, Ovis. 51 on the board, just the 8th over. So game in the balance, I would say. ILT20 Marvels, although would have liked a few more runs on the board. But because of those 2 wickets that they've lost, they are a little on the back foot. But they need a partnership here. That is something that they'll need to work on, which has transpired so far between Aryansh and Ahmed. It's a decent partnership, but they need to keep going now. Now they'll take a single.
Yeah, and also we are playing on the same track which we played last night, and still there's no spin on offer for the spinners. Haider Ali, all he's doing is just targeting the stumps, bowling in the perfect length. But then again, if we talk about the spin and the purchase from the track, at the moment, there's none. Yeah, there you go. It's just coming onto the bat so nicely. I think it's time now for both the batters to start looking for those aggressive strokes.
Yes, Ovis, and it's going to get a lot easier as the day progresses. That's what we observed yesterday as well in that game where they chased down 195 in a matter of 17 overs. Catch is the call. And will it be taken? Yes. A mistimed hit. It was there for a long, long time. Trying to accelerate Ahmed Tariq. But Haider Ali has managed to get his first wicket.
Well, he would not be very pleased with the shot, Ahmed Tariq. He was looking so good in the middle. It was in the slot. Haider Ali just bowling a little slower, enticing the batter in the end. He just got a lot of elevation, but not the distance. And he's lost his wicket in the process. Looked very promising, but will have to go back to the dugout after scoring 19. The score stands at 54 for 3.
New man in is Zawar Farid. Tons of experience for Zawar, has played for UAE and now will have to ensure that he stays there with Aryansh so that they can build a partnership again. They'll have to start from zero here, Oves.
Well, I'm not too sure about this move. I would say Shoaib sending in Zawar Farid so early. There's still plenty of overs to go, and we know how Zawar Farid plays well. If he gets going, we'll be looking at a huge total. But then again, that's not the demand at the moment. It's going to be interesting passage of play, I believe. Half is to continue. Nicely bowled. Perfect channel, perfect length. They're looking for 2. Rightfully so. Denied by Aryansh.
There's only a single. This is the wicket again. It was in the air. And a very good catch by Unib. brings Zawar Farid out in the middle. Catches the call. He's stepped down the track, a mistimed hit, but clears the fielders in the 30-yard circle. He'll be off the mark, but a little risky from Zawar.
Well, I'm not too sure if this is the right approach here, Shoaib. He's just walked in the middle. He's playing his first ball. The side is 3 down already, 56 on the board. And the first ball, he decides to try to whack him down the ground, and he was about to almost lose his wicket.
Slower, shorter delivery from Hafiz Almas, and Aryan was not sure on the pace that it was coming to him. Misses it. Nicely bowled, well disguised as well.
Yeah, that is one option. He can opt to be bowling on this track, those slower bounces, and that is what we've seen Almas doing in this tournament. But the issue is he gets a little predictable. He keeps on bowling these kind of deliveries and just makes it easy for the batters at times. Once again, the variation. Aryan's trying to cut it too hard, not getting it from the middle. And single is all he'll get. So quite over as of now.
Yes, not a bad over at all from Hafiz Almas. Hasn't conceded a boundary yet. And Zawar, we think, is going to just play his natural brand of cricket, which is that aggressive cricket where he'll try to put the pressure back on the Dubai Capitals bowlers. There you go. Zawar gets hold of that one, and he's deposited that towards the cow corner for a 6.
Well, this is exactly what I was mentioning, Shoaib. He gets predictable once again, going for the variation. Yeah, there you go, back of the hand. And Zawar, he was ready for it. He waited, and he has smashed this, clubbed it, I would say, out of the park. So, much needed maximum coming in from the bat of Zawar Farid.
That's a very slick hit from Zawar. Looked pretty awesome when he hit that. Waited for it just a bit. And in the end gets the connection right. Much needed 6 from the bat of Zawar. Last ball of the over. Catches the call. This has been clubbed straight down the ground. Smashed, and smashed well for a maximum to end the over. Excellent counter attack from Zawar Farid.
Well, he's announced his arrival early. Zawar Farid, Hafiz Almas going in the slot. And Zawar Farid, have a look at this shot. Sensational hitting. This is the over which ILT20 Marvels were looking for. The score stands at 69 for 3. Well, one thing is for certain, Zawar Farid, he's come out with an intention, that is to play those big shots. At times it could be a right approach, considering there's not much to offer for the bowlers. So might as well just try to play your natural game, and that is how Zawar Farid plays. Like to fancy leg side, tries to play down the ground. Nice delivery by Heather. Well, he's keeping things simple. He's already picked up a wicket in his spell. Bowling a little quicker for my liking. I would like to see him bowl a little slower. Try to get some purchase, extract some spin from this track. Yeah, that is much better.
He's got some turn on that occasion. Aryan's just happy to rotate strike and bring Zawar back on strike, because he's the man who is looking very dangerous and wants to just hit the ball out of the park every single time. That's what they need. They need somebody to just break all that restrictions and all the pressure that's being built around the batters by the bowlers of Dubai Capital's development team. But it's not going to be easy against somebody like Haider Ali. He's very smart when it comes to bowling. Knows exactly where to bowl to whom. Has been effective so far.
Nicely bowled. Saw the batter coming down the track and just fired it onto the stumps and couldn't really get it underneath the ball at this occasion. Zawar Farid saw. It's a good over as of now by Haider Ali. One of those bowlers you wouldn't want to target on every delivery. Just choose your deliveries. Wait for the bad ones. Last delivery of the 10th over.
This one's on the pads. He wanted a run, but sent back by Aryansh. So another over comes to an end halfway through the first innings. It's 70 for 3.
Nicely bowled. Fuller delivery. Not really getting it off the middle of the bat. And it's going to be Brar Ahmed, the speedster. Well, what a phenomenal run he's having in this tournament. One of the quickest bowlers, I would say, in this tournament. It's just that he's not very consistent at times with his line and lengths. Rather sprays the ball. But then he has been lucky by picking up 4 wickets in this tournament. Look at that. Best 2 wickets and 4 runs given. So excellent prospect for the future, I would say.
Goes full. Starts with another brilliant delivery. Short and wide, and umpire Sunij thinks it's a fair delivery.
Yeah, it was a waiver delivery. It was there to be hit. Short, wide, width offered. All Zawar had to do is get some bat on it, and this would have travelled towards the boundary. Certainly has missed out to an opportunity. They need to build up a partnership now, these two batters. Aryansh, he's been in the middle for a very long time. Zawar relatively new, played uppishly, it's in the air, and he's got plenty of bat on this one. Not really coming off the middle of the bat, but it has travelled the distance and make that tournament 87-6. Look at that in the slot, and lovely flow off the bat, terrific bat speed, and even half hits coming in from the blade of Zawar Farid goes out of the park. That is the power of this man he possesses. Ibrahim is one of those bowlers, doesn't like to get hit for boundaries and maximum, so watch out for that fiery bouncer coming in. Yeah, there you go. Tried for the bouncer, but this is poor effort behind the stumps. Well, this should have been stopped.
Well, buys and 4 runs, so that definitely will be counted against the keeper. And what was that? Adib completely lost sight of the ball and was unable to grasp that. It's gone for 4. So some runs in this over as well for the ILT20 Marvels. That will be called a wide. Ibrar trying to go wide and away from Zawar Farid, a little too much for his liking, and he'll have to reload that again and bowl a much better delivery. It's the last ball, he needs to finish off well.
He had already given a lot of runs in this over. Was tonked for a maximum and that 4 extras and then a wide. And that's up in the air in the vacant area, and they will settle for a single. So a productive over coming in for ILT20 Marvels. They're on the move now. 11 gone, 83 for 3. Well, then that's the polling card for you. Raja Akif giving 19 runs in 2 overs. Abid Rahman, well, he's been brilliant. 2 wickets. And he's been absolutely brilliant as of now. Didn't really have a good outing. And there you go once again. Anti-flower on your screens. Having a close eye to the proceedings in the middle. What an opportunity for the youngsters being scouted from here. And they'll be playing in the bigger format. Nicely bowled. Excellent delivery, just back of the length. Putting a little slower, and I think that is what got Zawar Farid in 2 minds to try to play a big shot, but in the end, rightfully so, watchfully playing it for a dot.
Haider Ali to complete his full quota of 4. Oh, missed opportunity by Zawar. Quicker, and he takes a shy at the stump. Adib Usmani misses. They scamper through for a run, but that was a juicy full toss, which I think Zawar was not expecting, and so wasn't Adib, who has missed another clean take, and that has resulted in 1 extra run.
Well, I think both the bowler and the batter were perplexed. Haider Ali thought he's got his man, was about to bowl him, and Zawar Farid missed out an opportunity. That juicy full toss should have been smashed out of the park. Perfect length. This is good bowling. Shy at the stumps. Oh, this would have been agonizingly close. Need to be a little careful here. They're going along well now. There is a partnership being stitched between these 2 batters. Have a look at this. Straight into the hands of the fielder. He had ample of time, and I thought he just took a lot of time to correct the ball and aim at the stumps. That is what gave the batter extra leverage and extra time to reach on time. Beautiful. Haider Ali, he's putting up a show. This has been a brilliant spell as of now. Just last couple of deliveries to finish strong here. Yeah, you can see smiles on his face. He's enjoying his outing, and that is what he does. That is what we love to see.
Pushed towards covers. No chance for a run there. And this is a brilliant spell from Haider Ali. He's the one who's actually not given away too many freebies, has bowled according to a plan and executed it. Oh, missed again by Aryansh and from Adib. This is poor glove work. And this has resulted in another boundary. This time it's off the bat as well. So Aryansh will get a 4 to his name. 12 overs done. That's the chance again, always.
Yeah, missed opportunity. That should have been taken cleanly, and not having a good run in this game as of now. Missing a chance. That's going to be the end of 12th over, 90 for 3.
Thank you. Thank you, man. After 12 hours, we are on time. The session time is 6:28. 6:28 is session time. Okay.
8 more overs to go. 90 on the board. Well, some quick runs so far from ILT20 Marvels, but this must have hurt. That throw was unwanted, as Zawar was always in the crease. He was not even trying to take a run, but that is the aggression of a fast bowler, isn't it always?
Well, I think he just threw the ball out of frustration, I would say. He was pumped for a maximum in the previous over. And rightfully said Shoaib, wasn't really necessary to hit towards the stumps. And in the process, he's hurt himself. Good little partnership building up now. And Zawar Farid, well, the moment he's come in, he's made his intentions very clear. Trying to go for those maximum. That is what's required at this point of the game.
Short and wide from Ibrar, and he'll have to bowl that again. We've seen this seems to be a plan from the fast bowler, and especially from Ibrar, to keep it away from Zawar and keep bowling those wide deliveries. But in the process, they've given away a few extras as well.
Yeah, you need to be very precise with your length, especially. You can't be looking to bowl a lot shorter. What happens is that side towards that third man is way too short, so any bat on that's going to travel towards the boundary. Once again, short delivery, but this time he's opted to go down the ground. He's got plenty of this one, and that's gone for a long way, maximum.
It's just too predictable from Ibrar, and he was peppering that line and length this time. Zawar was ready for it. He hit it straight as an arrow, and he hit it all the way towards the side screen. 6 more.
Oh, loud appeal, but going down the leg side. Yeah, right call by the umpire. But I think he's missed out an opportunity. It was a full toss towards the pads, and all he had to do is get some bat, but he missed out completely.
Yeah, that was going down leg, and Zawar did want to go big towards the mid wicket, misses it. Instead, they get a run, and that brings Aryansh on strike. Now off the pads. Or is there some bat involved? Yes, there is some bat involved. So will be runs. A very sluggish innings from Aryansh. 31 of 33. Very unlike him. But he now, since he's spent some time out there in the middle, he should look to make full use of that and play a long innings and maybe increase the strike rate in the process. Swing and a miss. Good delivery. Almost in the popping crease. And no chance for Zawar to get underneath that.
Yeah, I think that is a better option, a better ploy coming from Ibrar. Rather being predictable, bowling those short deliveries, offside off. And Zawar was ready for those kind of deliveries. But now he's mixing his lengths, mixing his lines, waiting his pace. And that is what is making Zawar Farid think in the middle. Last delivery. In the slot. Slashed away towards point. Looking for 2. Denied rightfully by his partner with the shot. ILT20 Marbles will reach the 100 mark. It's 13 overs done and dusted. 100 for 3.
Spatter is coming right to more for you.
So the 100 is up. 13 overs done, 7 more overs to go, and to bowl for the first time in this game, it's going to be Mohammad Farooq Mohammad, the wrist spinner. Starts off with a delivery just outside off. Nicely played on the back foot by Zawar Farid. He's on 29, including that single. Just has changed the momentum for ILT20 Marvels in this game, Oves.
Yeah, absolutely, Shoaib. The moment he came in, he came with an intention, trying to look for those big shots, and so far he has been successful. The last 6-7 deliveries, he's slightly slowed down now. I think it's good bowling from the way Capital's development. Just 6 more overs to go after this. Didn't really have a good outing in the last encounter. Mohammad Farooq gave 25 in 1.5, so he has a perfect opportunity to showcase his talent.
Oh, there you go. The opportunity has been cashed upon. Mohammad Farooq Mohammad gets that vital breakthrough. Zawar Farid has been bowled and clean bowled by Mohammad Farooq Mohammad.
Well, this is a very brave delivery, giving a lot of flight, a lot of air to Zawar Farid, and in the end enticed him, and he came down the track, but just completely missing the line of the ball, and in the process has lost his wicket. He has to go back to the dugout after scoring 29 in 21 deliveries. 102 for 4.
So in comes Nilanj Keswani, the captain at number 6 for the ILT20 Pearls. What is he thinking now, Oves? What does he do with the remaining 6 overs? How does he plan his innings?
Well, there's still plenty of overs to go, I would say, Shoaib. So he has time to settle in. He's not come out to bat on the 17th or the 18th over, so he might as well just get his eye in the middle, just knock it around, get a feel of this track, and maybe just give stride to Aryan, who's already in the middle for a very long time. Nicely ball, slip in place, missing. Everyone is going towards the third man boundary, and it seems like he's done extremely well. It is Akif Raja, who seems like has saved some runs for his team.
That's a very good effort. 100% commitment, and that's what you need at this level. It was running away, and he ensured that he kept going for it. Puts in the slide and does well to stop that. Saved some runs for his side. Nilanj Keswani coming into bat at number 6. Now he needs to just ensure that he stays there till the 20th over and get them to at least 150, if not more. Quicker, flatter, and a dot ball to end a successful over. 4 runs of this one. After 14, it's 104 for 4.
Last 6 overs remaining in this innings, and now I think Aryan will have all the license and privilege to start looking to play those big shots. 34 deliveries, and 32 is all he's managed to score on this batting paradise, so needs to get a move on now. But that's up in the air. Fielder coming underneath. Oh, comedy of errors in the middle. And that should have been taken. Hafiz Almas almost creating an opportunity, and both the fielders were looking at each other, and there was no call from either of the fielders.
That's a rookie mistake. Just landing in front of them, and they've just made a mess of it. Aryan Sharma gets a life. Current run rate of 7.41. Wants a quick single, will get it. Good running. .33 for Aryansh of 35. He's still scoring at less than run a ball. And at some stage in this innings, he'll want to start going against and going for some quick runs. Going after the bowlers needs to be the plan. Short, catches the call again. This is over the deep third region. They're going for the second, and he puts in the dive as well, but manages to complete the 2 runs. So good running from Aryansh. If you're not getting boundaries, ensure that you run hard between the wickets.
Yeah, once again there was an opportunity. It was there for a while in the air, but yeah, away from Akif. And once again, lucky escape for Aryansh. 35 and 36 deliveries. Good effort in the end. An awkward bounce for Adib Usmani as well. So 3 more important deliveries in this over. And certainly Aryansh will try to target these 3 deliveries.
Short and wide, and will be called a wide, yes. Too far away from Aryansh.
Yeah, not getting the line right on this occasion. Hafiz once again, as I mentioned earlier, Shoaib, at times he gets very predictable. He bowls those short deliveries, those slower bounces, and we've seen Zawar Fareed smashing him for a couple of occasions in this innings. So might as well just try to go for those variations, bowl a little fuller. Why not try to go for those Yorkers?
Hit hard towards the long off. Another run taken.
Yeah, they need to start looking for boundaries now. Both these batters, Nilansh, were relatively new at the crease, the captain, but he will certainly carrying a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. And they need to ensure to get somewhere around 165, 170 from here onwards.
Yes, at the toss we heard Nilansh mention that he wants to get to 160 on this wicket. So if they can do that, I think it will be a good achievement for them, since they've lost 4 top order batters already. And Aryansh is not scoring at a brisk rate as of now. So hopefully if we can switch gears, they might get to 160 or even 170. But this is a very important passage of play in the next 3-4 overs. And they'll have to bat really sensibly if they want to get to that target.
Yeah, and also on the other end, Dubai Capital's development, well, I think they'll be trying to looking to pick up a couple of more wickets, expose the tail early, and get them bowled out at a low, modest total. We know how strong a batting lineup they possess, Dubai Capital's development. Last delivery. Once again, short delivery, and that's been crashed. And crashed really hard. Boundary to end the 15th over. Breaking the shackles, finally Aryan Sharma getting it from the middle of the bat. An important 4 runs coming in that context of play. Yeah, Almas pretty predictable once again. Short, wide and hammered. That's a fan code 4 moment for you. 15 gone, 115 for 4.
So Farooq Momin to continue. First ball has been pulled towards the mid wicket. The wrist protection will just be a single. And to talk about this and a lot more, I've been joined by my co-commentator and friend, Mohammad Rashid.
Thank you, Shoaib. Aryan still out there, 40 of 38 deliveries for him. Good spell so far by Farooq Momin. Given away just 5 and picked up a wicket as well. Important phase, last 5 overs to go. Comes down the track and plays that towards long off. Will be another single. So one of these batters now need to take charge and get some quick runs going in the last few overs.
Yes, and ideally it has to be Aryansh because he's the one who spent most of the time out there in the middle. 39 deliveries. So he's got a fair bit of idea of how the pitch is faring and how the bowlers are bowling and who they can target. Let's it go, Nilansh. So Aryansh will look to break the shackles here and try to accelerate.
Yes, you're right. He spent a lot of time out there in the middle. Well, that's nicely bowled. Left-hander against a leg spinner. More often than not, the batter does well against the leg spinners. But at the moment, Farooq Momin is bowling a very good line.
Yes, he's improved, hasn't he? Has upgraded himself, especially since he's been a part of the UAE senior side. Was with the team in Namibia just a few days back and had a great run with the ball. So since he's made it to the senior side, he's looked a lot better in his approach and his intent. And also I think he's... Oh, direct hit. This is a direct hit. And I think it's the end of the innings for Aryansh. He is walking away, and that is an excellent effort from Zohaib at point.
Yeah, that went straight to Zohaib. Very good effort. Not very easy from where he is to aim at the stumps and get a direct hit. And I think this is the end of Aryansh. Yes, he's shot by quite a bit of margin there. Easy decision for the TV umpire. Aryansh, well, it was the time. He's gotten out at the wrong time for his team. 41 of 39 for him. 5th wicket down. It's 117 on the board.
So the impact sub has been taken. It's Dubai Capitals who have opted for the super sub. Haider Ali goes out of the playing 11 and he's replaced by Ali Abid. That's a beautiful shot by Nilanj Keswani. Raja Akifullah bowling full, and this one has been drilled in the gap for 4 runs.
Yeah, magnificent shot from Nilanj Keswani. He's no muck with the bat. But that one was a super shot. Standing tall and getting it in the gap, bisecting those two fielders quite nicely. Getting himself a fan code 4. That'll break the shackles. They needed a boundary and they need many more of those. It does look like a good wicket to bat on. So they are clearly short of runs at the moment. We saw 190 odd runs chased last night. Nicely drills it down towards long on to rotate strike. Sanchit Sharma, he was brilliant in the first game with the bat. Got 40 odd runs, 48 I think. Was very unfortunate not to get to his half century, but another opportunity for him to make a mark and give the impetus that is required to this innings.
Yes, he's had a very good start to the tournament, Sanchit Sharma, with the bat, scoring 48 runs. And this is just ideal scenario for him to come out to bat. Does enjoy batting in the death overs and score some valuable runs lower down the order for his side. Can he do it tonight as well?
He's been successful because I think one of the reasons being that he plays really well down the ground. Doesn't try to go across the line, and once he's in that kind of a mood, he does tend to do well. Nicely bowled by Raja Akif. Sanchit trying to run that down towards deep third. Doesn't connect, will be a dot ball. He can afford to take a few deliveries to get settled, but needs to make sure that he stays till the end after that and finishes it off nicely.
Yeah, there's still 3 more overs to go after this. So for Sanchit, 10-12 deliveries are enough to make an impact. Looking for 2. But it was hit straight to long on, so there was never a 2.
Yeah, that was too ambitious from Sanchit. As soon as he hit that, he wanted to go for 2 because it was a low full toss, he missed out. Wanted to cover up for that. Not the case. Wisely denied by Nilanj Keswani, who was on 10 of 12 deliveries. They've got a couple of more deliveries to go in this over. Can he get another boundary here? If they can finish this over around 130. Oh, nicely bowled. Well over his head. It was a slower bouncer. It will be a wide delivery. They'll have to re-bowl that. So, if they can get to 130 at the end of this over, they'll have 3 more overs and 30 more in those last 3 overs. 160 would be a competitive total.
Yes, their immediate plan will be to get to that total of 160. Anything more than that will just be bonus for ILT20 marbles. Nicely bowled. Very well bowled by Raja Akifullah. Coming around the wicket, giving no room whatsoever and executing that inch-perfect Yorker.
Well, that's what you want from your spearhead, to bowl some good Yorkers at the end of the innings. Andy Flower once again, he's been around since the start of the tournament, has been coming in every day, having a very close look at the players. 12 players from this development tournament will go on to feature in the main event. So opportunity for a lot of youngsters to make a mark for themselves and get an opportunity to rub shoulders with the best in the game. Single to end the over, 17 done. It's 125 for 5. Farooq moment to continue. Oh, that's been hit nicely. Has he got a hold of that? I don't think he has. That's a very good catch in the deep. And what a way to welcome Faizan Khan into the com box.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good catch there. Good wicket there. Pearls have lost another one, and Farooq is the man who's done the damage. He got under it. I think got a little too close to it, and that is why he got the elevation and not the distance. Good catch in the deep. And it's the 6th wicket down here. 125 for 6 now.
6:17 now. Time. Come on, guys. Are they running late? No. They are doing very well. हो सकता है हमें 12 मैन की भी इजाजत नहीं करें। हाँ, अकबर भाई। टाइम से। चलो जल्दी। We'll try to target 160. Ali, take it slightly back.
New batter in, Madhav Nair. He's gotten 46 runs in the tournament. 3 boundaries to his name, best of 27. Still early days. But he's got a job on his hand now. With less than 3 overs to go, needs to make sure he gives strike to Sanchit Sharma at the other end.
Yeah, Sanchit was the player of the match, wrapped on the pads, and this one has been given again. So Madhav cannot rotate the strike here, and that's another wicket down. 2 and 2 for Farooq.
Very good delivery to the new man. He was just trying to work that around the corner to pick up a single and give strike to Sanchit. The idea was right, but just couldn't execute that. Another bowler from the Dubai Capitals development side gets on a hat-trick now. It was Umeed Rahman first, and now it's Farooq Mohammad. Madhav Nair gone for a golden duck. 7th wicket down, it's 125 on the board.
Covering middle.
New batter Zahoor Khan. 2 runs so far in the tournament. But a big opportunity this for Farooq Mohammad. Can he get the first the hat-trick of the tournament? Nicely bowled and well played by Zahoor Khan. He's not known for defensive strokes, but on that occasion he had to play that.
Yeah, you don't expect these kind of defenses coming in from Zahoor. I think he just wanted to make sure that Farooq doesn't get a hat-trick here. He's already picked up 3 wickets, given away just 6 runs into his 3rd over. He's turned out to be a very, very good player for the Dubai Capitals development. And tossed up in the air, inside edge. Those are the safest shots sometimes. That's going to go for a fan code 4.
Very unlucky there, Farooq Mohammad. What a spell he's bowled so far. That is very, very unlucky. Wasn't a bad delivery. Got the inner half of the bat and nobody at short fine leg. And that'll earn him a fan code 4.
Yeah, good ball once again. Tossed up in the air. And that will be the 4th ball of the over that has been taken for a 4 here. So Zahoor Khan starts off well. 2 runs in the last game. In fact, before he came out to bat here, before he got those 4 runs, he was at minus 53. Because that is how many he gave away. 55 runs he gave away in that last match that he bowled. I've never seen such figures from someone like Zahoor Khan.
Well, everybody has a day off. Wasn't switched on, wasn't his day. Just a bad day in the office for Zahoor Khan. He's a phenomenal talent. Goes for the googly. Hurries on to him. Was a tad bit short. I think he could have done better there, but was clearly late on that one. Nonetheless, they pick up an important single. And more importantly, Sanchit Sharma is back on strike.
Yeah, same wicket. We saw runs galore in the second game. But the first match again was a low-scoring affair yesterday. The lowest total, in fact, in this tournament came in the first game yesterday. 136. He's gone downtown, hasn't connected. It's gone to hand. And that's a huge wicket in the context of the game. This might just be the difference between 160 and 140.
With some very good bowling from Farooq. And he's been rewarded with 4 wickets already. This is a brilliant effort and very good catch taken in the deep by young Omid Rahman. Sanchit Sharma trying to go big, loses his wicket. Another one falls for the ILT20 Marvels. He's gone after scoring 1 of 3. 18 overs done, 130 for 8.
$130 for 8 after 18 overs. Just 12 more legal deliveries in this match to go. Raja Akif hasn't been phenomenal in this tournament yet. Has given away 27 runs in his 3 overs. If they keep on going the way they are right now, it'll take them to 144. They need to get to at least 150 to make a match out of it. Played down the ground for a single by Zahoor.
Yeah, something for the bowlers to work with. Anything less than 115 we saw last night as well. It's a very good batting track. The ball does come onto the bat, and if you apply yourselves, you can get a lot of runs on this track.
I think batting first in the afternoon or the evening game, that becomes difficult for any batting unit. You saw that yesterday, 136 runs, the lowest total at the DP World ILT20 Development Season 2. And it was chased down in just 13 overs. And then in the next match, as a single comes in, we saw 194 runs being scored, which were overhauled in just 16.4 overs. So at night, the wicket plays completely different.
Yeah, it got better as the night progressed. And towards the end, we saw some magnificent hits from Taimur Ali, who finished it off in style and got them over the line in 16.4, as you mentioned. So that will give confidence to a lot of other batters as well. Meanwhile, with the ball, Akif hasn't been very impressive today. It's nicely played away from the fielder. They'll run away for a boundary. That's a very good stroke from Zahoor Khan.
Possibly not where he intended it to go, but Zahir gave it the full Monty. Look at that. Firmly planted. Great flow of the bat. And Pathan power coming into play. 4 more.
Yeah, that was can be considered as a no-look shot because he was looking at mid-wicket when he played that. Got it through the covers. Important boundary though. And Raja Akif, he's given away a lot of runs today. 33 and 3.3. And the overall score of the team is 136.
That wasn't a good delivery. It was right under the bat. You can't bowl those to any batter, any number. Half volleys. And again, this time he hasn't connected well because it was away from the body. But still, a half volley under the bat.
Yeah, he bowled a brilliant Yorker in the previous over. He can probably continue to do that, especially against the tail enders. You would want to bowl on the stumps because if they hit, you would get a wicket there. And more often than not, they try to hit too hard and they lose shape. And more often than not, they get their wickets uprooted. Raja Akif bowling wide. I don't think that's the right plan against the tail enders.
Yeah, he's coming around the wicket. He was at least to Zahoor Khan. Maybe going back over the wicket to Rohit Bangash, who's not known for his batting, frankly. So all he needs to do is to rotate the strike and give it to Zahoor, who can hit a few. That's nicely played using his wrists, running it down towards third for a single. Good work, Rohit.
Very sensible. Giving strike to the senior man at the other end. Zahoor Khan is on 11 of 6 deliveries. He's hit a magnificent boundary. But on this delivery, I think he can afford to just pick up a single.
That's what I was going to ask you. What is he supposed to do on this delivery? Take a single or go for the glory shot?
But if it's in the zone, go for the big hit. If it's not, take a single.
Well, I think it's going to be a glory shot, but he'll end up taking a single.
Tries to go for that big shot, but he's moved across. Good decision from umpire Sunij. And will be a dot ball to end over number 19. 6 more deliveries to go. It's 138 for 8.
Come on guys, back it. Coming right, some more.
Top scorer in the innings was Aryan Sharma, 41 of 39. Zawar Farid getting a few runs as well, but none of the others contributing really. And that has been a problem for the ILT20 Marvels team. The batters in the middle haven't been able to contribute.
Yeah, they won the first game. Theirs was the first match of the tournament, and they won it comfortably by 17 runs. It was 138 runs they scored. But then they lost a game yesterday, which was not very good from them. And now they batted second. In fact, they won the toss, batted second, and tried to go about things in a different way. Umeed Rahman comes into bowl, edged. Third is very, very fine. And why not? That's the shortest side of the ground. So that's a single taken. Rohit has done well. He's faced 3 deliveries. He's made sure he rotates the strike. Talking about Marvels once again, I think the problem with them has been their middle order. Their middle order hasn't really fired or scored in this tournament. And yes, they scored 138 and won the game, but it was not because of their batting, it was because of their bowling. So they need to work on that middle order.
Certainly today again not being able to score a lot of runs. Oh, that's nicely hit. It's in the gap and that'll go all the way for a maximum. That's a very good hit from Zahoor Khan off the back foot, generating a lot of power.
Yes, it was a brilliant hit, but what a poor ball this was. Outside off, half volley, deep in his crease. Zahoor goes through the line, and that was important for that shot. Wonderful 6.
Good timing as well on that one. These are very important runs. Can be the difference sometimes when you're chasing, so you don't want to give away too many runs. Good delivery. This is better. This is where he needs to be. Outside off stump. Don't let him free his arms and try to vary your pace.
Yeah, Zahoor says that was where I wanted to hit it. Out of the ground. In fact, on the road maybe where there's a lot of traffic jam. Couldn't connect at all. Yeah, you're right, Rashid. Those kind of deliveries, I think, are better for Zahoor Khan. When he's swinging across the line, he loses his shape, doesn't get the connection right. But if you feed him anything under the bat, he's going to go for it straight down the ground. Again, better ball. Slower. Dot.
Yeah, good delivery, good change of pace. Deceived him there. Rolled his fingers and Zahoor Khan was too early on that. I think that's what would give him more reward. He's picked up 2 wickets, was on the verge of a hat-trick, Umeed Rahman. Some very good bowling coming in from Farooq Mohammad as well. He picked up 4 wickets. Very unlucky he didn't get the last over.
5th ball. And again, straight down the ground, only for a single. In fact, Rohit has taken 2. It's just Rohit who has taken 2 though. So that's going to be no runs on that ball.
Zahoor thought there were 2 there, but as soon as he saw there was a fielder coming to collect it, sent Rohit back. Wants to keep strike for the last ball. Rightly so, he can hit the long ball. If he can get a maximum here, they'll cross the 150 run mark. Last delivery, that's played uppishly. Very good shot. That's a magnificent hit. That's one of the best shots you would see tonight. Nicely timed as well and gets his team, more importantly, over 150 runs.
Yeah, Umeed Rahman could not believe that shot. He was in disbelief It wasn't a bad ball by any means. And look at that shot. Not even a follow through on this. Just holding his pose. It came right from the middle of the bat and it would have been 6 on any ground. So good finish. They've got to 150 here. 151 in fact. Will that be a fighting total enough? We'll have to wait and watch.
A very good hit from Zahoor. One for the top order batters to look at. That's how you hit a 6. Straight bat that. Nicely done at the end. But I think the Dubai Capitals development side would be happy with the result. They've gotten them packed in for 151 runs in 20 overs. Extras is something that they might have to work with. 10 extras, not very good. Arun Sharma, top scorer, 41 of 39. 29 of 21 for Zawar Farid. And towards the end, a late surge. The impetus that was required. Momentum by Zahoor Khan. 23 of 12 deliveries, finishing at 151 for 8.
Talking about the partnerships here, that partnership between Aryansh and Zawar Farid, that was looking good. 48 of just 33. Aryansh Ahmed Tariq stitched some runs together, but no partnerships right after that. Till that last wicket partnership that came in with Rohit Bangash and Zahoor Khan. Rohit, mind you, scoring just 3 of those 21 runs. That's the bowling card for you. Akif Raja, 4 overs, going at 8.75. It hasn't been a great tournament for him. Umeed Rahman, what a comeback from him after disastrous spell last night. 2 for 23 eventually. Gave away quite a few in the last over. Heather Ali, 1 for 23, bowled well. Hafiz Almas couldn't pick up a wicket and was going at almost 12 runs in over. Ibrar again bowled pretty well, but he was bowled only for 2 overs, going 2 overs, 18 runs. And Farooq Mohammad, the pick of the bowlers, just 3 overs for him though, even after picking 4 wickets, giving away just 11 runs. That's the innings summary for you. Aryansh on top, 41 of 39, Zawar 29, 21 deliveries, Zahoor Khan 23 of 12, and Farooq Mohammad was absolutely brilliant. 4 for 11 in his 3 overs. He picked up 2 wickets in the same over. In fact, on back-to-back deliveries, Umeed Rahman picked up 2 also, and Heather Ali picked up 1, giving away just 23 runs in his 4 overs. Match number 7 at the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. Capitals need 152 runs in 20 overs. We had seen yesterday a low-scoring first innings of 136 runs. And the opposition got there in just 13 overs. It was a good game, great game in fact, for teams batting second. They got to the totals and in very quick time, and that would have helped their run rate also. This was yesterday, by the way, was the first day also when a team batting second won the game, and it was because of a different wicket that those games were played on. In fact, even today, it is the same wicket as yesterday, so there might be a lot of runs there. Well, we have a sideline interview right now, and Shoaib Ahmed is down there for the sideline interview. Let's see who he is with.
Well, at the end of the first innings, ILT20 Marvels have managed to get to 151, and that is due to some brilliant bowling performance from the Dubai Capitals development team. One of the contributors is with me to have a quick word. It's Umeed Rahman. Umeed, सबसे पहले तो बहुत शुक्रिया कि आप हमसे बात कर रहे हैं. पहले तो बताइए कि बॉलिंग कैसी लगी आपको, अपनी खुद की 3 विकेट्स, वो भी शुरुआती दौर में बहुत मुश्किल था, तो उस बॉलिंग परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में बताइए.
जी बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम के विकेट में शुरू में थोड़ा स्विंग मिल रहा था, तो जगह से बॉलिंग करनी थी, वही था कि जगह से बॉलिंग करने में हेल्प हुआ, विकेट मिली.
ये टूर्नामेंट अभी के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आप अपने आप से क्या उम्मीद रखते हैं इस टूर्नामेंट को लेकर?
इंशाल्लाह बस ये उम्मीद है कि अच्छा करके और आगे जाने इंशाल्लाह.
और विकेट के बारे में बताइए कि कैसी लगी आपको और कितना मज़ा आया आज बॉलिंग करने में?
विकेट में शुरू में थोड़ा हेल्प था और विकेट थोड़ा सा स्लो था, यही था, बस जगह पे बॉलिंग करना था, ये प्लान था.
151 बना है, आपको लगता है कि ये चेज हो जाएगा?
इंशाल्लाह चेस हो जाएगा अगर हम आखिरी तक खेल गए तो.
चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट एंड डू वेल.
थैंक यू.
Umeed Rahman, the bowler who was vital in that opening spell, got 3 wickets to his name, says that the conditions were conducive for him to bowl and he stuck to his plans, executed them well, and it was for everyone to see the wonderful job that he did with the ball. Time for us to head back to our comms.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shoaib. Very well put, very well summarized by him. So Capitals need 152 runs in 20 overs. at match number 7 at the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. We are going to go here into a break and be right back. You stay tuned for the second innings.
Good evening, cricket lovers, and a very warm welcome. It's the DP World ILT20 Development Tournament. We are into the game, and it's the second innings that will be under spotlight. It's the ILT20 Marvels taking on the Dubai Capitals Development Team as the two umpires walk out to the centre for the start of the second innings, which promises to be another exciting encounter. ILT20 Marvels have managed to get to 152, and that is what the Dubai Capitals development team will need to chase if they want to get those 2 points to their name. The two openers walking out for Dubai Capitals development team. There's a change at the top. It's going to be Mayank Chaudhary along with Mohammad Zohaib. So that left-hand, right-hand combination continues out there for Dubai Capitals development team and in the com box as well. My name is Shoaib, and with me is my right-handed commentator, Mohammad Rashid.
Yeah, right arm over the wicket. Well, good move. I think they need to make sure that they keep that left-hand, right-hand combination going. And they'll have to be very careful. Rohit Bangash, he starts off well. He's a wicket taker and likes to take wickets at the top of the order. They don't have a big total to defend. 151 runs on this track, we think, is chaseable quite easily. But they have already defended 138 as well. Mind you, I was on a different track. But the way they started that innings, that was key. They picked up early wickets. Mohammad Zohaib hasn't had a very good tournament so far. He's only contributed with a single. Mayank Chaudhary, 28 runs, best of 26. So he too needs to fire here, get back into form. And this is the perfect opportunity. Under lights, the ball does come onto the bat on this track. And he'll be up against Sanchit Sharma, 3 wickets in the tournament so far.
Captain, okay? Captain?
Yes, it's going to get a lot easier to bat. That's what we've seen yesterday, and we anticipate that it will be the same pattern today as well. So if you can apply yourself, just spend some time out there in the middle, see off the new ball, and then you have runs on offer. Akbar Ali, another elite umpire. He's on the panel of the ICC umpires and represents UAE in that panel.
The 152 runs is what is required here. Sanchit Sharma will be looking for early wickets. If they can pick up early wickets, they might get into the game. 6 overs is important. The first 6 overs, the power play. Sanchit Sharma, first delivery coming up. Nicely bowls, and that's been played nicely away from the fielder as well. Gets the first runs. The butterfly is away. Nobody backing up. Very poor this from ILT20 Marvels team. They need to make sure they back their bowler.
And not a bad start from Sanchit. We know he's a great potential and has that rare ability to move the ball both ways. And that's why you see that ILT20 Marvels and Nilanj, the captain, relies on Sanchit Sharma with the new ball. I think he's one of the best options you can have. A great exponent of swing bowling is Sanchit Sharma.
Which is why he's got a slip in place as well. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Opportunity. No, away from the fielder. Very, very lucky. Mayank gets off the mark with the fan code 4, but you'll feel for the bowler.
Not a bad ball at all from Sanchit. Takes a thick edge. Wanted to play that somewhere straight. And the ball reaches to the right of the deep third fielder. No chance for him to stop that. And that's the first boundary for Mayank and for Dubai Capitals development team.
Well, that was a good delivery from Sanchit Sharma. Mayank Chaudhary should consider himself very, very lucky. That was away from the fielder in a deep third. Comes down the track and heaves that towards mid-wicket. Nobody there. A fielder was placed at square leg. And they'll pick up a couple of more runs. But the intent is quite clear here from Mayank. He's going to go for his shots and put pressure on the bowlers.
Yeah, he did use his feet and did try to play that shot towards the cow corner. Got a lot of elevation, but not much distance. We'll get 2 more. So the intent is clear. Mayank wants to go after Sanchit Sharma. Now he plays it late and they take a quick single. So good start, good positive start from Dubai Capital's development team.
I think they must have discussed this during the innings break. They can't let the bowlers settle down, especially the new bowlers. They'll take a few risks against Rohit Bangash and Sanchit Sharma. And if they can get runs against them, it will send a clear signal to the other bowlers as well. Which is why I think this is a good move. One of these batters need to be aggressive. The other one rotate, strike and make sure that they don't let the bowlers settle. Nicely bowled. Equally well played. Two straight there from Sanchit. And Zoeb clips this towards the onside. Gets another single going.
This is smart batting. They've got a boundary to their name, a couple of runs as well. So now it does seem to be the plan that they'll just rotate, strike and make it a good over without losing a wicket and without taking too many risks. So that is what is crucial here. They need to plan and have small targets, mini goals, and achieve them every 2-3 overs.
Oh, he's gone for a big shot. That's connected well. That made a lovely sound of the blade. Has gone all the way for a maximum. That's a superb hit from Mayank.
In the slot, and Mayank goes for it, goes big, goes downtown, full swing of the bat, and the ball reaches beyond the ropes. Ends the over with a 6. Successful over for Dubai Capital's development team. 15 for no loss. So Rohit Bangash to bowl. Gets an inside edge. A slip in place. Good field setting from ILT20 Marvels.
And a good delivery to start with. The length was key there. Not bowling too full, just like Sanchit Sharma did in the previous over on the last delivery. He was too full and Mayank used that to his advantage. Hit him over long on for a maximum. Perfect start for them. 15 for no loss. But careful against Rohit. Oh, down the leg side. That'll be an extra run. He'll have to re-bowl that delivery. This is something that we spoke about previously as well. ILT20 Marvels team has been giving it a lot of extras. They can't afford to do that with not a big total on the board.
Yes, they need to be a lot more disciplined in their bowling. Can't give away freebies. As you rightly pointed out, it's not like they're defending 200. And even if they're defending 200, giving away freebies is a strict no-no. That's much better from Rohit. Shaping away at the right time. Some late movement in the air for Rohit.
Oh, yes, and some thinking for Nilanj Keswani. Maybe get a different kind of field set. Get another man catching position. Get a gully in. Because we know Rohit Bangash, he gets that extra bit of bounce as well. The movement is going away from the left-hander. So you might be able to pick up a wicket. He needs early wickets. He needs a lot of wickets in the first 6 overs. At least 2 wickets.
Catches the call, but there is protection at deep square leg. He needs to get that cover fielder close to the batter, especially against the left-handed Mohammad Zoeb. Invite him to go aerial or over the mid-off and cover region. That way he might just induce an edge and that slip fielder might come into play.
Oh yes, and early on I think they need to make sure they keep the same batter on strike for a while. They can't allow them to rotate strike. That takes away the pressure that is being built. So the close-in fielders, they need to really put in an effort, give more than 100% today. Oh, that's nicely bowled, and Mayank tries to go big. Doesn't get the connection he was looking for. But that's a good intent from Mayank. He's made sure that he's going to go after the bowlers as soon as it's pitched up to him. But he will get a few play and misses, especially against Rohit Bangash, who is moving the ball in the air. Good over so far, just 3 runs coming off it. Wide and a couple of singles. Now for the last couple of deliveries, keep the same batter on strike. Force him to manufacture a shot and try to pick up a wicket. Oh, that's clipped nicely in the gap. There's nobody patrolling that area. Might just trickle away for a boundary. Yes, it does. Rightfully played there by Zohaib. It was in the gap and gets himself another boundary.
Now that's nicely clipped off the pads. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just using the pace and placing it in that mid-wicket region. The ball just kisses the ropes. And that'll be 4 runs for Mohammad Zohaib.
The important 4 runs for Zohaib. That's a good delivery and nicely defended. Will be a dot ball to end the over, but they had enough runs on that. 7 coming off that second over. 2 overs completed, 22 for no loss.
Sanchit Sharma to continue. Oh, it's some part of the bat or the pad. Well, Akbar Ali says it's the pad that's been in touch with the ball, in contact with the ball, and will be a fair delivery. Sanchit was appealing for it. This will give us a better idea. Yes, off the thigh pad, and a very good collect by Aryansh, diving onto his left, and he grabbed it with just that one hand. Excellent work.
Yeah, he's been brilliant behind the stumps, but Sanchit should consider himself very lucky. Hasn't gone for a boundary. Mayank will be delivered with himself. 14 of 5 deliveries. 6 now after that dot ball. That's nicely bowled now. This is better. Oh, misfield. That is not good. It is Zawar or Vishnu Sukumar. One of the two there. Vishnu unable to collect that cleanly and allowing them to cross through for a single.
That's the misfield again. Just not keeping his eyes on the ball. Took his eyes off pretty quickly in hopes of throwing it. And when you do that, you tend to lose the ball. That's exactly what happened with Vishnu Sukumaran. Allowing a single brings Mohammad Zohaib back on strike. Has been promoted up the order today. Nicely done. On the pads, and he goes for a flick which is absolutely elegant to watch. Deserved 6 runs, will be 6 runs.
Yeah, not a very good delivery from Sanchit Sharma on the pads. All he had to do was help it on its way, and he did that in style. Hitting the second maximum of the innings so far. And they're off to a flyer here, 29 for no loss in just 2.3 overs. The perfect start for them, chasing 52 runs. Now another 123 required for them. Run rate below 8, the required run rate. Slower delivery, he picked it early and played it in the safest zone possible over the bowler's head for a very good looking boundary.
Well, 2 consecutive deliveries that Sanchit Sharma will not be very proud of. One down the leg side, this one in the slot full. And Zohaib has drilled that towards the side screen for a fan code for Zohaib definitely enjoying this opportunity of opening the innings tonight in place of his skipper, Khalid Shah.
Yeah, that move has certainly worked in their favour. He's on 17 of just 9 deliveries. Mayank at the other end, 15 of 7. They've really opened up here. But Sanchit Sharma at the other end still searching for that right length. Well, this is better. Bringing it into the left-hander and making sure that he bowls it away from the batter. But that was a magnificent hit down the ground. Look at that. He's on the ball till the very last second and made sure that he played it away from the mid-off fielder.
Was in complete control, Zohaib. Watched it till the end, till the time the ball met the bat, and then he played that so very well. 26 from Sanchit. One more ball to go. Worked away towards point. Excellent work by Vishnu. This time he collects it cleanly, and it will be a dot ball to end the over. But Dubai Capitals are up and running in this game. Dubai Capitals development team, 33 for no loss after 3.
Rohit Bangish to continue. Give away 7 in his first over. Sanchit Sharma at the other end has leaked away a few runs. 26 in his 2 overs. I don't think he'll continue from here on. They need to make a change. They might probably look for some spinner to come in. Well, umpire Sunit signals the super sub. There's going to be a change. We'll confirm the change in a bit. 3 overs completed, 33 for no loss, and it's Rohit Bangish. Oh, nicely pulled. That's a very good shot from Mayank. Didn't have too much time, but he read the length very early and placed it perfectly.
Yes, it was not a short ball as such from Rohit, but very quick to latch on to that Mayank, and he plays it along the ground. Doesn't try to hit it in the air. Gets a fan code 4 to his name. Starts the over with a boundary and puts pressure on Rohit. Now goes aerial towards the point region. Couple of bounces, one hand off the bat while he played that. They will get 2. But this is good idea from Mayank to target Rohit, who is one of the premier bowlers of the ILT20 Marvels. When you do that, you're trying to send out a message that you're not just going to wait, you're just going to attack whenever possible.
Oh yes, and I think the plan has been set and they're executing it well. They're making sure they play with intent, no matter who the bowler is. If it's in your zone, go for it. Makes room for himself. This is not good. This is where you're taking a lot of risk. You've gotten the runs. Don't give them a sniff. Don't give them a chance to come back into the game.
One shot too many. That was a good delivery. And sometimes you need to lose a battle so that you can win a war. You can't just keep going at it.
Absolutely. You can't go after every delivery. You need to learn to defend and leave the balls as well. Pick up a single. Be sensible in your approach. On the pads, missed out on that opportunity. Mayank, and they'll cross through for a quick single. Direct hit from Sanchit Sharma, but Mayank was clearly in his crease. So I think that's what they say in a run chase. Most coaches would want to see their batters come out unbeaten. Come out not out. That is where you get the confidence. That's when you get the habit of staying unbeaten and winning games. It's always a habit, isn't it?
Yes, and it's one of the rare habits that you'd come across. the super sub. It's Sabir Ali who's in for the ILT20 Marvels.
Yeah, they've opted for a bowler. Ahmed Tariq, not part of the playing 11 now. It's going to be Sabir Rao, fast bowler, very talented as well. Was part of the UAE national side, so he's been brought in to strengthen the bowling. Sanchit Sharma going for a few runs, that is a sign of concern, which is why they might have brought in Sabir to start from the next over and get them the breakthrough they're looking for. Rohit hasn't been able to get a wicket for them. One more delivery to go, that can change. Nicely bowled and very well played at the end by Mayank. He was winding up to go big, just held himself back at the last second. End of the over, dot ball to end the over, 41 for no loss after 4.
Zahoor Khan, the experienced Zahoor Khan, has been brought into the attack. Commit the hour, commit the man, looking for a wicket, and they've given the ball to the most experienced bowler in the side. That's a beautiful shot, cracking, and it's gone all the way beyond the ropes. Just exquisite, elegant, and a masterclass from Mohammad Zoeb.
Well, that's a marvelous shot. Beautifully done, and getting that gap as well. That's a superb shot. Didn't try to over it, just placed it perfectly. That was a magnificent hit from Zoeb. That's the talent he possesses, which is why we always thought that he was better off opening the innings. And that change has been made today. And that's paid a lot of dividend to the side. The Dubai Capital's development team are off to a flyer here. Nicely clips that towards the onside, and that might run away for a boundary as well. Away from the young diving Abdul Nasser. Back-to-back boundaries for Mohammad Zoeb.
Just too straight from Zahoor and on the pads, and Zoeb was in a lot of control when he played that. Just placing it behind square leg and getting consecutive boundaries to his name. Dubai Capital's development team, just that one change at the top can make so much of difference in the result, in the outcome. Excellent start so far for the Dubai Capital's development team.
Certainly, and also the intent has been quite different in this game from the Dubai Capital's development team. They've made sure that they don't let the loose deliveries go by. Slower delivery, nicely done. Smart, intelligent batting there from Zoeb, hitting a couple of boundaries and then picking up a single. The plans have changed completely for the ILT20 Marvels team. Normally they don't bowl Zahoor Khan in the power play overs, but because of the start that they've got, 50 on the board after that single, they've been forced to make that change. The super sub, also a bowler, Sabir Rao coming in place of Ahmed Tariq. So that tells you that they're feeling the heat, they're feeling that it's not working for them. They need to make a change and do something differently to pick up a wicket here.
Yes, they seem to be a little desperate now for a wicket. It's 50 on the board, and this is just the 5th over underway. An appeal, but that was going down leg. Slower delivery and a deceptive one from Zahoor Khan.
Yeah, slower delivery, trying to deceive Mayank. But the approach has been very different from the Dubai Capital's development team. Yeah, clearly going down leg, easy decision for Akbar Ali. Polite inquiry there from Zahoor, but nothing more than that. Yeah, the approach has been very different in this game. We'll have a special guest in the com box who will tell us a lot more about that as well. Will be a surprise though. Good delivery from Zahoor. .50 on the board, and they're playing very sensibly here. 27 of 15 for Zuhaib. The change in the top order has worked for the Dubai Capitals development team. Mayank on 21 of 14. He seems to be the aggressor in the partnership, but Zuhaib has hit some magnificent shots. Khalid Shah dropped himself down the order. One more delivery to go in this fifth over. 102 required of 91 deliveries. Another slow delivery. Nicely pulled. Misfield. And that might just go away towards the boundary. No, it's Madhav there. Does really well. They'll pick up a couple of runs to end over number 5. 11 runs coming off that over. 5 overs completed. 52 on the board. This was the misfield. And then good effort in the deep by the youngster. Putting in the dive to save a few runs. 5 overs completed, 52 for no loss.
Right, so it's the super sub who's come in to bowl, Sabir Ali. And there is a super sub in the com box as well. I've been joined by a very special guest. Needs no introduction in the UAE, but I'll still give one. He's the head coach of the UAE women's side, and he's also the head of scout for the Dubai Capitals, and he's the head coach of the Dubai Capitals development team. I've been joined by Ahmed Raza. Ahmed, good evening and a very warm welcome. Good to have you back in the Combox.
Good evening, and thank you very much for the kind introduction.
Well, it's good to have you after a long time. You've also been with us sharing the Combox on multiple occasions prior to this as a commentator, but now a different role altogether, and I'm sure you're enjoying this. Tell us a little bit about your journey so far.
Well, it's been interesting. I started my journey with DC last year during the DP World ILT20. We scouted some players out of this very tournament last year. It was Rahul Chopra and Heather who were the top performers last year from the development tournament. Got a few games, they got a few performances in as well. We are looking to do the same this time. We've picked a lot of uncapped players, and we are looking to unearth the talent which is not really known to the UAE cricket circuit.
Well, almost all the teams have done a lot of research when it comes to scouting UAE players. This is a beautiful shot on the up by Mayank. It was angling across from Sabir, and Mayank says, I'm going to place that over covers. Brilliant hit for 4 runs.
Yeah, that is a very class shot from Mayank Chaudhary. I think he's also showing that there's enough space for class as well. It's just not about slogging the ball.
He was a late addition to the side, and I think he's just made an incredible mark so far. He's looked impressive, and it seems like he's got the right temperament that you need from somebody who's batting at the top of the order.
Yeah, it's about the impact he's gonna make and he's gonna have on the game. I think that's exactly what he's trying to do today. It's not about scoring runs, but it's about scoring runs at a click, and that's what Mayank Chaudhary has shown today so far.
Well, you're the head scout of the Dubai Capitals main side. Tell us what goes behind the scenes and what do you do throughout the year in order to ensure that you've got the right players going into the main event?
throughout the year we look at performances and not just the stats, but where they perform and what were the situations where they perform, what kind of wickets they were batting on. I think that has been the key for us when we are looking at a certain player. And I think even for this draft, we were pretty much clear what sort of team we wanted, what sort of composition we wanted. Also, obviously, looking at our retentions from the last year, so that we knew what type of players we're looking at to pick from UAE. And also, I think it's a must that I mentioned that we were the team which had the most number of UAE players last year, and I don't want to surprise anyone by saying this, but this time as well, I think we surely will be the team which will be picking a lot of local talents, because that's where our focus lies.
Nicely bowled by Saber. Coming back to our conversation after this small break, it's the 6 overs that have been completed. The power play overs are done, and it's 59 for no loss.
Thank you.
So let's look at the power play comparison then. At this stage, the ILT20 Marvels were 41 for 2. Compared to that, Dubai Capitals development team have done well. 59 for no loss. And I'm in conversation with the head coach of the Dubai Capitals development team and also the head of scouting for the Dubai Capitals main team, Ahmed Raza. Ahmed, we were discussing about how many players have come through Dubai Capitals into the main event, and one of them is Haider Ali. Speak to us about him, and because he's been retained as well, so I'm sure you see a lot of promise and potential in that spinner. Also, the fact that you were too a left-arm spinner, and he too comes from that same brand of cricket. So tell us his journey as well.
Yeah, obviously we were keeping a close eye at Haider Ali last year, and during the draft of development tournament, we couldn't pick him. Then obviously we watched him perform on very difficult wickets, under lights, in heavy dew, and we saw how he bowled and what sort of overs he was bowling. So he mainly bowled in power play, and then he was bowling the crucial over, which is 16th and 17th, where teams look to take off, and that's where he was bowling. So he bowled a lot of hard overs last year, even though he wasn't part of my team, but I was keeping a close eye on how he was going, but what sort of situations he was bowling at, and I think that was a big plus for us when we watched him bowl, and the situations he was bowling in, and the sort of calmness he showed under huge pressure. I think that was one of the big tell for us that we need to go for him. And then obviously during the tournament, he had a brilliant tournament again. Not having played for the country, not having played any sort of franchise cricket before playing the ILT20. I think he showed great temperament, and that is something which obviously as a coach, as a scout, you look for, that you look for those sort of characters who stand tall in under pressure.
Yes, a very interesting point you make. He didn't play any franchise cricket, and to come out and play against the best in the business and play against top class batters from all around the world, that needs some character, and he showed that. He did really well in the main event as well, and no surprise that you've decided to retain him. Coming back to again the other players that are under your radar, or players that you think might have a big impact in this tournament.
I think it won't be fair if I start taking names, but obviously there's great talent on show here. So far in the tournament, I think we're only in the 4th day of the tournament, but that happens under lights, and it's happening quite too often. As a coach, it's not a pretty sight.
That was in the air and stayed there for a long, long time. You can practice all you want, but it all boils down to what you do at that moment. This one was skied up in the air, a life for Mayank. And did everything right, just couldn't hold on to it. And that jump as well, in the end, was not able to collect that cleanly. Abdul Rahman, the man in question. Now, that is a life for Mayank, and you wouldn't mind that, Ahmed.
No, not really. Even though Abdur Rahman is part of our UAE under-19 setup, so not a good sight. But when I'm wearing the DC hat, it's good that Mayank Chaudhary got a life. And again, at the start of the tournament, you want your top order to perform well, and I hope Mayank can take this innings deep with an impact and take us home.
65 on the board. Just the 7th over underway. Zohaib is on 31 of 19. And we'll discuss about him opening the innings as well and how did that pan out. That's the catch again. Was in the air. Abdur Rahman just lost sight of the ball at the last moment and couldn't hold on to it. Zahoor coming around the wicket, and this one's been clipped for a single. End of the 7th over, and after 7 overs, it's 66 for no loss. So 7 overs done. Well, there you go. It's a no ball. So that was not actually the end of the over because of the fielders being outside the 30-yard circle more than allowed. And that is why it's going to be the last ball, which is a free hit. So here we go again. Mayank on strike. Free hit. Bowls a Yorker, Zahoor, and does well. He's experienced. He knows what is required of him. This will be a single, and now finally it will be the end of the 7th over. And with that, the score reads 68 for no loss. So 7 over 68 for no loss, in conversation with the head coach of the Dubai Capitals development team, also the head of scouting for the Dubai Capitals main team, and he's also the head coach of the UAE women's team. Now this one's been played in the gap. They are looking for the 2 runs, but they'll only get a single. Ahmed, well, we know, and everybody knows who's not living under a rock, that there is a Women's World Cup happening here in the UAE, and let's have a quick discussion about that and how that has played a role for the UAE girls and what is their exposure currently and how much does that mean for UAE as a cricketing nation.
Yeah, huge honor to host the flagship tournament in women's cricket. I think if we look at our resume, we've hosted plenty of tournaments, plenty of high-profile tournaments. such as IPL, PSL, Men's T20 World Cup, and I think Women's World Cup was one of the things in our bucket list which we had to take. And getting the flagship tournament. Obviously, really concerned about the situation in Bangladesh, and I hope everyone's well there. But as a nation, I think it's a huge honor to host the flagship tournament and having all these amazing teams here and just for everyone to go to the stadiums and watch them live and support their respective teams. I think it's brilliant.
Yes, the India versus Pakistan game that was played a couple of days ago recorded the highest number of an audience that we've witnessed in a game. This one's straight to long on and will be taken. Well, finally a breakthrough, and guess who's the man who's got it for the ILT20 Marvels? It's their captain, Nilanj Keswani. Comes into bowl and gets that important, vital breakthrough. Mohammad Zohaib is walking back.
I think the captain had to lead from the front. They were looking for a wicket, and Nilanj Keswani does it for his team. I think the ball was definitely there to be hit, and Zohaib will find himself very unlucky not to clear the short boundary. He walks back for 32.
First wicket down. It's 69 for 1. So the new batter in for Dubai Capitals development team is Junaid Afridi. So he's coming to bat at number 3. And he'll be facing Nilanj Keswani. Coming around the wicket. Very well done. Good fielding of his own bowling. Doesn't allow that single. I'm in conversation with Ahmed Raza in the combox. Ahmed, you're discussing about Women's World Cup. How are the UAE girls involved now in this event?
Most of our girls, especially bowlers, have been involved with various teams. They've been net bowling to Australia, England, India, South Africa, even Pakistan. And the kind of experience they're having with them, we'll come back to that. It's 69 for 1 after 8.
Yeah, so we were discussing about the UAE girls and how they are involved with different teams and their experience. You must be watching them closely.
Yes, and I think one biggest takeaway for our girls out of this experience will be the pace of play at which the top teams play. I think there's a definite difference between the pace of associate cricket and the top nations like Australia, England, New Zealand, India. So for them to understand what sort of pace to bowl, how hard they hit the balls and how well they run between the wickets, I think those are the biggest takeaways for our girls and for myself to try and implement that in our cricket, in our domestic cricket, and so for us to become the best associate country and qualify for the World Cup in 2026. I think these are the things which we really need to put our focus in, and getting our SNCs involved and getting our fitness levels up to the mark. I think after a point where, because if for you to qualify for the World Cup, you will have to be a full member in the World Cup qualifiers. So for us to get to that level, I think there's a lot of work to do, but the work has started, and this opportunity of our players being involved with the teams during the World Cup, I think it will do them a great stead, and they can come back with that experience and share it amongst each other at the lower level, and then we all can work together towards the journey of 2026.
Well, you spoke about qualifying and beating a full member nation. UAE almost did that a couple of months back against Sri Lanka. We were there witnessing that game, and it was just so near yet so far for the UAE women's team. $70 for one. So just wanted to know your two bits about that game where UAE were almost going to beat Sri Lanka in that game, and what an innings Isha played in that game.
As a coach, that was one of my first aims to get to semi-finals, and us as a team, even after losing the first two games, the way we came back and the way we beat Netherlands, better ranked than us in an ODI team in women's cricket. I think that game itself gave us a lot of belief that we do belong. We did have a couple of bad games, and that didn't do justice to our talent and the way we play our cricket. So it was really pleasing to see the way we turned up against Netherlands, and then the following game was against Vanuatu, and then we won that game with a margin, and then Ireland did us a favor by defeating Netherlands. And once you get to a playoff or a knockout game, then it's just a 3.5 hours shootout, and I was really up for it, and all of our girls were really up for it, and we put up a really good show, and in the end the difference only shows of 14 or 15 runs. But when you look at the game in hindsight, it's so easy to find those 14 runs. You can find them in the field. You can find them with the back-to-back boundaries, or the boundaries you missed, or the boundaries the opposition saved. I mean, in hindsight, it's so easy, but the difference between the two teams on that day was Sri Lanka fielded really well, and they outfielded us, and that's where I stopped thinking about that game. That is where our journey towards becoming a better fielding team, better physically fit, being more agile on the field. At the end of the day, our skills were we matched with the Sri Lankan women's, but I think it was the fielding, and we were not we didn't lack any spirit on that day, but it was the fielding skill which let us down on that day. And again, the difference of 15 runs was the difference between not playing a home World Cup.
That would have been just a fairy tale ending for that journey, but well, hopes are alive, and we still do feel that we are on the right path as a women's team. UAE is doing wonders. We'll talk about that, the series that just was concluded in Namibia after this over. So a lot to talk about with Ahmed Raza. It's 76 for 1 after 9. So Nilanj Keswani comes in to bowl. Interesting matchup. But what we are discussing about is an interesting matchup that happened in Namibia a few weeks back, maybe a month, where the UAE women's team did a wonderful job and beat Zimbabwe in Namibia, a full member nation. And that is another feather in the cap, not only for Ahmed Raza, but every girl involved in that game.
Yeah, huge moment in our cricket, and for us to believe that the brand of cricket we want to play, the kind of cricket we want to play, and our goal of qualifying for the 2026 World Cup. It's really important that along the way that we keep beating the full members, so that we start believing that whatever conversations we are having behind the scenes and whatever work we are putting in, with these victories, you start believing in whatever the work you have put in and whatever the conversations are going through the team, through each and every player, from the support staff. So it was a really important week for us, and we ended up winning the series against Namibia and Zimbabwe, and again beating the full member at any stage is always great, and for us it was a massive achievement.
Massive achievement in Namibia, massive achievement by Mayank here at the ICC Academy. Huge hit He's swept that, and down on one knee, he's hit it so very well for a maximum.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time where Mayank would take the liking to Nilansh Keswani. He's very famous to bowl his arm balls and does not really rely on his orthodox deliveries in T20 cricket. But Mayank is well in, and he lined him up pretty well, hitting towards the short boundary.
That's a good shot. 2 more deliveries to go, and Dubai Capitals development team are on the right path and under the able guidance of Ahmed Raza. Ahmed, I'd like to thank you once again for joining us and having this insightful conversation. We will pull you back in the comm box pretty soon again. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much for having me. Always fun behind the mic, and looking forward to doing it again.
So that was Ahmed Raza with his experience so far as the head coach of the Dubai Capitals development team. He's donning different hats all throughout, and he's genuinely a treat to have in the comm box. Well, 10 overs done. Dubai Capitals development team are on path of chasing this total down at the halfway mark. It's 86 for 1.
Junaid Afridi, one of the leading run getters in this tournament, out there right now, along with Mayank Chaudhary, who's looking really good. Oh, swing and a miss. Feather edge. Given. A late call coming in from the umpire. Aryansh is pumped up. He was the one to go off first. That's the second wicket down. Do we have a game on our hands here as Odi comes in to the comm box?
Well, this is a big moment in the game. Junaid Afridi, he was looking comfortable, and a much required wicket coming in for ILT20 Marvel. Junaid Afridi will have to go back after scoring 7, 86 for 2.
Very gettable. 66 of 59 deliveries. Mohammad Usmani come out to bat. He scored just 3 runs in this tournament. Till now, hasn't really done much. He'll have to prove his worth here. 86 for 2. 2 quick wickets. Bringing things back slightly in the balance. It is still Dubai Capitals match to lose from here. They're in total control of the game. They're going at a good pace of 8.5 runs per over. Required run rate just 6.7. Sabir Ali once again has picked up a wicket. Hasn't given away a lot. Nicely bowled again. Right on the money.
Yeah, now this is the opportunity here now for ILT20 Marvels. They've just picked up wicket. Junaid, we know, he's been the aggressor in this tournament. So I think Usmani also short of runs in the tournament. I think it's a perfect opportunity to pick up wicket from here onwards and tighten the screws.
Yeah, that was the last wicket. Aryansh really pumped up there. Sabir went up late, but Aryansh knew right from the word go. We couldn't hear anything on our headphones. And that tells us that might have been a feather edge there. Apish in the gap. Only a single. Gets off the mark, Mohammad Usmani.
Well, they'll have to think out of the box now, ILT20 Marvels. If they've got any chance to be winning this game from here onwards, well, pretty dominant performance throughout this game. Dubai Capital Development, they've already lost their game yesterday, so they had to make a comeback in this one, and they've certainly had Mayank Chaudhary being the aggressor, 44 and 31. Zohaib, what a blistering knock he played early on.
Yeah, they lost the match yesterday, and not just lose it, they lost it just in the 14th over. So they have to make up for all the net run rate that they lost yesterday. He's pulled out just at the last moment. He says sorry, Mayank Chaudhary. He could not see the ball probably. Maybe sweat getting into his eyes. That can happen to you as a batter. Yeah, cleaning his eye now. So Capitals not only have to get there, they have to get there quickly, because they need to negate that deficit in the run rate that came in yesterday because of a big loss.
Yeah, and also they've got a perfect opportunity to do so. Just 65 more requires, 57 deliveries, 8 wicket in hand, plenty of batters to come, and I think Mayank Chaudhary will take the responsibility in doing so.
Yeah, he's been there for 31 balls. He's going at a good pace, looking good. Nicely played. Only a single though. Quick first run might have put some pressure on the bowler there, but only a single. Good over coming in from Sabir Ali. He's bowled well in this particular over. 64 of 56, very gettable. And Saryansh on your screen took that catch to dismiss the last batter. Junaid Afridi, one of the leading run getters in the tournament, couldn't get going tonight. He was the player of the match in one of the games. In the first match, in fact, that Capitals won. Last ball of the over. No, in fact, it was the penultimate ball of the over. And another quick single taken. That's not a bad ploy. If you're not getting a chance to free your arms, then just tap it around, take a quick single, keep the scoreboard ticking so that pressure doesn't come on you.
Yeah, and also what it does, it just puts the pressure on the fielding side as well. It's always good to just keep rotating stride, and that is the demand of the situation currently. Don't need to really go for those big shots at the moment.
Nicely bowled again, and a single taken again. So they've done well in this over by taking singles on as many occasions as they could. 11 overs gone, it's 90 for 2 now. At the same stage, Marvels were 83 for 3. So they were looking decent, but they could not get enough runs in the remaining 9 overs. Thanks to a good last over, they could get to 151. Otherwise, at one point of time, they were looking in trouble. They were looking as if they could get out at 140. But a good cameo coming in towards the end of the innings from Zahoor Khan, 23 of just 11-12 deliveries. Got them to 151, which is a respectable total, frankly. But under the lights, this wicket has played very, very different than what it has played in the first innings of the evening. Sanchit Mohan Sharma comes back into the attack. He's been taken for a lot of runs tonight.
Yeah, very unlike Sanchit Sharma, we know he's a very, very talented bowler and also uses the new ball really well. And it was quite surprising not to see him bowl with the new ball. Well, he's given a role with the older one, and he needs to pick up a wicket, needs a breakthrough for his team.
Just 4 dots in those 2.1 overs, given away 26 runs. It's totally in hand for the Capitals. Nicely bowled. Back-to-back good deliveries coming in from Sanchit. He's a very good fielder as well, gun fielder. Safe fielder in the outfield, and gets to the ball pretty quickly. There hasn't been any swing whatsoever in this tournament till now. We've seen the ball swinging a little bit under the lights previously, but in this tournament, since the time this tournament has started and today, is the 4th day of the tournament. This has gone up. Somebody needs to get underneath. Sanchit Mohan Sharma, he's a gun fielder and drops it. Oh my goodness. Well, he's a gun that misfired just now.
Well, commentators curse, they say, Faizan. Good delivery, just lowering his pace, touch slightly, and in no position, Mayank trying to go big. In the end, just hitting it straight up in the air. It was miles up and ample time to come underneath the ball. And Sanchit, well, he's dropped an easy catch, I would say.
Yeah, that's poor. That was the chance right there. We were talking about swing. There you go. This is the first ball I've seen swinging outside that off stump.
Yeah, this is where he'll bring his expertise in play with the older ball. There you go. Tremendous delivery and some movement off the surface. And that is certainly going to give him a lot of confidence. Sanchit has been pretty expensive. 26 already. Still a couple of more deliveries to go. Just one hit away, Mayank Chaudhary to be reaching his personal milestone of 50.
Decent over this. There hasn't been a run that has come in this over. Wrapped him on the pads just outside the line of off stump. It was another good delivery. This time it came in. So very good bowling. 5 dots here.
Yeah, this is some aggressive intent being shown here by ILT20 Mowls, targeting the stumps, covering all the stumps there. But I would like to see the short cover fielder come a little bit more ahead, maybe 5 steps ahead, and just negate him playing that shot towards the cover. Might as well just try to create an opportunity.
The problem with that ploy is they don't have enough runs on board to defend. Had they got 170, I would have said, yeah, get that fielder up. But they can't give away easy 4s, easy 2s. That's chipped away. He wasn't in total control of this ball. And that will end the over. Just a single of it. Well bowled, Sanchit. Had he taken a catch also, would have been cherry on top. 12 overs gone, 91 for 2 now. Junaid Afridi, the man who just departed, the second wicket to fall, is the leading run getter in this tournament. Luqman on number 3, Hamdan at number 2. All of them very good batters. By the way, all 3 of them, the top 3, they play for the same club in the domestic circuit. So that's also something to note. What a knock Hamdan played yesterday. What a knock Luqman played yesterday. And even then, they lost the game. Swing and a miss on the first ball. It was a good couple of overs here. Quiet overs here. Sabir Ali bowled very well in that last over that he bowled. And then Sanchit coming in. He dropped a catch, sure. But he gave away just 1 run in that over. And required run rate, which was hovering around 6.2, 6.3, has jumped up to 7.8. So pressure here. Something's got to give here, Odie.
Yeah, pressure's mounting on Dubai Capital's development. Sabir already picked up a wicket. Bowling his last over. Short delivery. Couldn't really get any connection whatsoever. I think he was just a little too early on the shot.
Yes, he was. Well read there. Not by the batter, by the commentator. Wasn't a good shot. And I think they've now read the wicket, these bowlers. Sanchit is bowling well, bowling at a very good length. Sabir is keeping it back of the length, using his cutters also. It was a slow delivery, mind you. So both these bowlers are doing really good. Somebody needs to come up, put their hand up, and take a couple of wickets here, and this match is wide open. Required run rate for the first time in this match has gone at 8 runs and over. This is high into the night sky and going to hand. That's the wicket we were talking about. Set batter Mayank Chaudhary departing. This opens the door just a little bit for the Marvels here.
Well, is there a twist in the tail? They've got Mayank Chaudhary, the set batter in the middle. Nicely bowled. Sabir Rao getting his variation going in his favour. In the end, Mayank couldn't really get it from the middle, and in the end found the fielder and a safe catch in the end.
Yeah, almost a safe catch. This was about to pop out from Rohit's hands. Not one of the greatest fielders, but I think he's done a fabulous job taking that one because it was way too high. Mayank departs. Good lock coming in from him. He had slowed down just a little bit before his departure, and that resulted in that rat shot. 47 is what he scored. It's 91 for 3 now. New batter, Captain Khalid Shah coming out to bat at number 5. When was the last time, Awais, did we see him come at number 5? I don't remember. He's scored 30 runs, 15 in each innings. 3 fours, 2 sixes. That's how he plays. If he gets hold of it, if he gets stuck into it, he can give you a century in 40 balls. But on these wickets, you need to spend some time before going slam bang. What will be his approach here? This will be important to see. Swing and a miss. Wonderful ball once again by Sabir.
Well, clearly we can see now the pressure is mounting on Dubai Capital's development, and this is what they need now. They need these dot balls going in their favour. Sabir is bowling brilliantly here. Nicely bowled. Perfect channel. And Khalid Shah, well, a little fidgety there in his very first delivery. It's getting a little close now, I would say.
Required run rate beyond 8.3 now. 8.32 runs per over. Couple of overs back, it was at 6.6. And that is why I've said this 1,000 times. I'm going to say it 1,001 times now. T20 is a game of very small margins.
Yeah, quite certainly, Faizan. And that is where they have taken the opportunity. ILT20 Marvels. They're picking wickets regularly. And now this is going to be a tough ask for the batters now. Relatively new is Adib Usmani and Khalid Shah. Khalid Shah, of course, he's an opener. So he's been given a new role. On the other end, if we talk about Adib Usmani, well, we know he hasn't really had it going as of now. Those couple of games couldn't really get any runs. So I think a perfect opportunity for ILT20 Marvels.
Yeah, there would be pressure on Khalid also because his opening slot was taken by Zuhaib today and he scored some runs. That's not convincingly played. Thick outside edge, and that goes towards third for a single. Another great over comes to an end. Sabir Ali picking up a wicket here. 93 for 3 after 13. Game on. Sanchit continues rather. Nicely bowled. Well played. Good run. Good cricket overall. So first run of the first ball of his final over.
Well, after the departure of Zuhaib Khan initially, I think they've just slowed down a little touch. And since now these two batters have come in, they've got a lot of work to do. Need to stitch up a partnership. They can't really look for those big shots as of now. They've just walked in the middle. So they'll have to play some calculated innings. Smart cricket is required at this point of the game.
All eyes on the captain Khalid Shah here. He has a completely different game to what is required here. Yes, they need runs at 8.5 runs and over, but they also need a partnership. They can't afford to lose any more wickets. Because a couple of wickets from here and this game is going to be wide open. Sanchit continues. Short ball pulled away. It's a very strong shot for Khalid Shah. Scores a lot of runs on that shot. That's going to be just a single. Good to see that he didn't try to play it in the air, rolling his wrists over the top of the ball.
Yeah, smart batting. You don't want to be losing any more wickets from here onwards. You just lost one in the previous over, so just singles and doubles is what is the demand of this game.
Getting ready for the next match. The Vipers development team, Captain Basil Hamid, their coach Mr. Rizwan, in deep conversation. What a victory last night for the Vipers. Basil also contributed in that victory. Lost his wicket just at the wrong time. And that is when we thought that that was the turning point of the game. Wasn't really. Because Taimur Ali had different plans altogether. 78 not out. The highest score of the tournament was in that game from the opposition batter Hamdan, which was 82 not out. And Taimur finished that game off in a hurry. He's calling for 2 here. Played it softly. It's going to be still a single. So runs coming only in singles in this over.
Yeah, they're batting with a plan. Khalid Shah has certainly come out with a plan, and the plan is not to go for the big shots as of now. It's not required, I believe. 55-38 still, I believe. The match is in the hands of Dubai Capital Developments. And a couple of more batters to come after this, mind you, Faizan. There's Ali Abid, there's Hafiz Almas. So there's going to be testing times for ILT20 Marvels.
Yeah, Hafiz Almas has done well in this tournament, especially in that last game. Took his team to a decent total. It was because of his knock. Good work from Sanchit. Chased the ball and kept them for just a single.
He hasn't been very lucky in the wickets column today, Sanchit. He's been good with his liner length, but then again, couldn't really pick up a wicket. Just one more delivery to go.
Well, he could have. He himself is responsible. He is to be blamed because he dropped a catch on his own bowling. That's very, very frustrating as a bowler. Because if someone else drops a catch, you can blast him all you want. But what will you say to yourself? You just put your head down and go to your run-up once again.
Yeah, and that is exactly what he did. Right, then one last delivery of the 14th over. 2 runs shy to be reaching the 100 mark. Dubai Capital's development.
Nicely played. Calling for a 2. Won't get it. Good work. Very good work, young man. Slide, pick up, throw, all in one action. That's Nasir there on your screen. That will end the over with the score 99 for 3 after 14. 53 more needed in the remaining 6 overs. Those are the 2 matches today. Capitals versus Marvels going on right now. And the next match is at 9 p.m. And this is going to be a giant of a game where the Gulf Giants are going to take on the venomous Vipers. Very interesting game on our hands. And we've seen some high-scoring games during the night throughout this tournament. So I'm expecting another cracker of a game here. Well, this one is turning out to be a beauty also. As in comes Rohit Bangash. This is pulled away, not in total control. They're thinking of 2, they won't get it. Another good pick up and throw from Nasir. He's been a live wire on the boundary.
Yeah, and with that single, Dubai Capital's development have reached the 100 mark. Short delivery, just getting a touch bit late, Khalid Shah. Not where he intended to play, but the intentions are always clear. I can clearly see Khalid Shah is not trying to hit the lost his shots, trying to play along the ground. That is good to see. 52 and 35 deliveries. This match is pretty much hanging in the balance.
Muhammad Adib Usmani has been very, very quiet till now. He's going to block this one also. So another dot ball, pressure building. Required run rate has crept up to 9.2 now. It's unbelievable how quickly this game changes.
Yeah, and that is what dot balls do to you. After you play so many dot balls, you're looking for those big shots in the end. You want to play those boundaries and maximums, and that is the time when you lose your wicket. And I'm not too sure if Hafiz Almas is the right man to be coming at this stage of the game, because we know the moment he comes, he'll start blasting the deliveries.
Another good ball. Trying to make some room there. Adib Usmani and Rohit Bangash followed him. Another single will take the score to 101. Still a lot of runs to get, and that is why we were saying they need to cross the 150 mark. It puts psychological pressure on the chasing side, and a couple of quick wickets can change the game around. So you need to have enough runs. 151 might not be a big total, but it is something that you can bowl at, something that will make your bowlers believe in themselves. Outside off, wide given by the umpire, by a whisker, mind you.
Yeah, it was the right call, marginally, but then, yeah, it was a wide. And this is one thing they need to be a little careful now. You can't really afford to be giving extras at this point of the game.
Wasn't a bad ploy to bowl a wide outside off, but you need to keep the third man on the boundary when you're bowling that line in that length. Although the third is inside the circle as of now. Khalid hits it there. He's calling for two. He'll get only one.
He's mixing his pace really well as Mohammad Rohit. He's not bowling in those same trajectories. And that's what you love to see. Khalid Shah, we know, of course, he opens the innings, likes pace on the ball. It's going to be very, very interesting how he goes about. So 7 deliveries already he's played, and no intentions being seen as of now trying to go for those big shots.
Decent over again. Played well by Adib. Still a single. We haven't seen a boundary in a long, long time here. Feels like eternity.
Yeah, credit needs to be given to the bowlers of ILT20 Marvels. They've certainly tightened the screws here. And all they need is one boundary. Yeah, there you go. Ball since last ball. 32 deliveries. That is a long time before.
Yeah, that's a long time in a T20 game. That's 5.2 overs without a boundary. What a good pullback job here from the Marvels. This is up in the air. A fielder sets underneath and takes it. That's a big wicket. The celebrations will tell you they needed this. Khalid Shah, the captain, departs. He lost his cool on that short ball and he has to pay the price. 4th wicket down now.
Well, clearly the pressure was mounting on Khalid Shah and he said enough is enough. He's going to play a big shot. In the end, it was a nothing shot, lobbing straight up in the air and a clean take. And it is the captain Khalid Shah coming down the order. Couldn't really get going. We'll have to go back to the dugout after scoring 6. 104 for 4.
Akif Raja looking very comfortable out there. I can tell you this, that his team is not in a comfort zone. They've lost 4 wickets in quick time. 7 to 15 overs. They've scored just 45 runs and lost all those 4 wickets after getting 59 in the power play. Isn't looking good. Zawar Farid coming to bowl the 16th over. Nicely played, straight to the fielder, only a single.
Yeah, it seems like they've just gone into a shell, have Dubai Capitals development. All they're trying to do is look for the singles, doubles, dot balls. They need to wait for the Blues deliveries, and there were opportunities and they just didn't cash onto it. And that's the reason they're finding themselves in a tough situation at this point of the game.
One man who can change the game around, it's that man on your screen. Ali Abid, a proper middle order batter. He's batting too late in the order, if you ask me. He's a proper number 4, maximum number 5 batter, and he goes downtown. That's what I'm talking about. A boundary after a long, long time here. And has come off the bat of Ali Abid. First ball 6 for him. What a start.
Well, releasing the pressure, Ali Abid, the first ball he's played, he's decided, I'm going to take him downtown. And he's got plenty of bat on this one, stamping his authority early in his innings. Ali Abid, what a hit. Now the deficit is just 41 in 28 deliveries, and the pendulum with that one hit has certainly swung back in the favour of the Bay Capitals development.
Yeah, those small margins that we talk about. A big over here can change the complexion of the game once again. Single Nelson on board, 4 wickets down. I don't know how good a time it is to bring out a new bowler. Zawar Farid bowling into the 16th over, and this is his first over. Pulled away into the gap, straight to mid-wicket on the boundary. That's going to be another single. Nicely played again. He looks to be in supreme touch, Ali Abid.
Well, it's a brave call by the captain to be giving Zawar Farid bowling at this stage of the game. So, a question to you, Faizan. Do you think this is the right approach to be introducing a new bowler, that to a medium pacer, against Adib Usmani, Ali Abid?
Sanchit has finished his spell. I think Sabir. Oh, that's cracked. That's cracked. This over is turning out to be a disaster for them. Couple of sixes, and now the required run rate has come below 8 runs and over here.
Well, I think I've got the answer to my question without you answering it, Faizan. Once again in the slot, trying to go for the slower delivery. And finally, Usmani is on the move. Struggling in those couple of innings previously, but now finally has found his form at the right time. Dubai Capitals development, 34 required in 26 deliveries, and that was the over they were looking for.
Yeah, they consistently needed another couple of good overs here. Marvels. They haven't got that exactly in this over. 14 runs of the first 4 balls. Short ball and played well in the gap. This will take some stopping. It won't be stopped, and that'll go for another boundary. Game-changing over coming in from Zawar Farid.
This is some really smart batting, I would say, by Adib Usmani. Short delivery, came down the track and just guided it beautifully into the vacant area for a fan code 4 moment. What a turnaround this has been. ILT20 Marvels, well, they were in the game. It was a comeback, but then this man had different plans. 18 already, 1 more delivery to go.
How many climaxes this game has? Oh, took the edge. Yes, it did. It felt like it has taken the edge or the glove on the way. And Aryansh up in a jiffy. An expensive over, but he has picked up a wicket. Can this turn things around again in this match?
Is it too little too late? Banged in short. Adib Usmani not getting it from the bat. Outside edge, and will have to go back to the dugout. But I think he's done his job. Brilliant 19 and 14 deliveries. 122 for 5.
चलिए सर मैं ना go along meeting water next one like I cannot next I'll go there very hard for me to no this must जवार भाई इधर आ जा आले आले बदलिए.
Another big hitter coming out to bat. Hafiz Almas. He was brilliant in the last match. 49 runs in this tournament. 4 sixes, 2 fours. 38. That is what he scored in that last match. In a very quick fashion also. Very important runs and got his team to a decent total. But they lost the game eventually. Nilansh Keswani coming into bowl now. He's picked up a wicket. Given away just 11 runs. Why didn't he bring himself in instead of Zawar Farid? They're looking for a 2-year. Will get there very comfortably.
Well, this could be a make or break over, I reckon. Nilansh Keswani, the captain, opting to bring himself into the attack. Well, we know Hafiz Almas, Ali Abid, they too fancy playing those big shots against spinners. So I think he sees an opportunity. Will try to entice them to play those big shots.
All I'm asking of him. Look at that. Smashed. And that's through the hands. That's very poor fielding. In a crunch situation, you can't let those go. That's a welcome 4.
Yeah, was struck with some fierce force, but no excuses. It should have been stopped at this stage of the game. No chance for the fielder in the deep.
Should have been stopped at any stage of the game, Ovais. Those are the balls you just cannot let go. So runs coming in. Required run rate. Totally in control. 6.5. 24 and 22. Nicely bowled. And again a single. Now they don't have to do anything silly. And look at what Ali Abid has done in just 4 deliveries. He's turned the complexion of the game around.
And that is the class of this man, Ali Abid. He's known for doing this. He has been doing this for a very long time. He has the experience to be batting in these kind of conditions. On the other end, Nilansh Keswani, we'll have to see. Short delivery, cut away really hard, bisecting between point and gully. And another 4. Well, they're running away with the show now.
Absolutely. This is going to get over earlier than we would have expected. And again, that's what I was saying. A couple of overs, they brought the game in their favour. ILT20 marvels, they were marvellous in that period. And now a couple of overs going to the capital side here. And they are in total control of the game. They've grabbed the game by the collar. And they're shaking it completely.
Yeah, you were absolutely right early on, Faizan. You mentioned the margin of error is very minimal in this format. Nasty ball onto the stumps and excellent cricket, showing some great game awareness, these two batters. And a very handy one in the favour of Dubai Capital's development. 17 gone, 135 for 5. But it was a brilliant start from Mohammad Zohaib. Aggressor 32 and just 23, and Mayank Chaudhary playing the second fiddle, just 3 runs shy to reaching his half century. But after that, look at that, Junaid Afridi, Khalid Shah, they were struggling. Adib Usmani, well, he couldn't really complete his job, 19 in 14 deliveries. But then since Ali Abid has arrived onto the crease, he had different plans. And a fearless and a courageous innings, I would say, where we saw all the other batters, they were struggling, couldn't really get going with those big shots. Ali Abid made it look very, very simple and setting an example for his team. It's going to be Zahoor Khan reintroduced into the attack. Beautifully bowled, but well played as well. Looking for 2. Excellent bit of running. This is brilliant coordination between these two batters.
I'm a little disappointed in Nilansh Keswani. The way he used Zawar Farid. It wasn't required. He could have brought in Zahoor Khan. He had 2 overs remaining. He could have brought himself in, take the game deep, and then maybe decide who's going to bowl the last over. If there were 20 runs required in the last over, anyone could have come and bowled that over because the pressure would be on the batting side. But those easy runs coming in that Zawar Farid over changed the complexion of the game. Then a misfield ensured that Nilansh's over was expensive also. Zahoor hasn't been in supreme form in this tournament. He's given away 22 in just 2.2 overs. And they need under-run a ball here. 15 of 16.
Well, singles will do from here onwards. Now it's completely gone in the favour of Dubai Capital's development. They're on the verge of winning their second game of this tournament. Mind you, they won in the previous encounter. So it's going to be interesting how Ali Abid goes about. Is he going to target Zahoor Khan or is he just going to take those singles and doubles? Nicely bowled, nicely disguised into the block hole in the offside channel. A very, very difficult ball to face.
Well, I think Abid doesn't need to do anything heroic here. All he has got to do is make sure that he's there till the last ball is bowled, till the final run is taken. 15 or 15. It's totally Dubai Capitals match. They've got 5 wickets in hand. They're looking in comfortable position. Hafiz Almas can hit big shots. Ali Abid has started really well and has played a wonderful cameo here. 17 of just 9. This has been a topsy-turvy game. The second innings started in the Capitals' favour. Well, that's hit hard. In the covers, only a single. Good work in the field. They've been a little ordinary, the Marvels. Sanchit dropped a dolly. It wasn't all that easy, frankly, because as a bowler, the ball going into the night sky, sometimes it's very difficult to spot where the ball is. And he got himself in a difficult position also. But that boundary that was let go was very poor. 14 of 14. 2 more balls to go in this over from Zahoor Khan. Full toss. He will definitely take a single. Maybe look for a 2 here. Good work. Very good work from the young man on the boundary. Restricting them to only 1. Look at that again. Full toss, not a great delivery. Charging on the ball, getting around it, and a quick release. Ensures there was only a single there. 13 of 13 required now. They made a match out of it, Marvels, and then just threw it away. In that 1 over from Zawar Farid. 19 runs coming off that over. Albeit a wicket came in that over also. But those 19 runs really hurt them. Zahoor Khan, last ball of the over. A low full toss. It is not going to be the last ball of the over because this is a no ball. That's very, very poor from the experienced Zahoor Khan. It's going to be a free hit delivery. Oh, just over that popping crease. The line belongs to the umpire. Good work. Very good work from Nilansh Keswani stopping that ball. And that's still going to be a run added to the total. So 12 required now and a free hit delivery to go here. $140 on board for the loss of 5. Full toss hasn't connected. This is going to be just a single. So 2 overs remaining. 11 runs required now to win this game for the Dubai Capitals development team. As there's going to be a change in the comm box. Taking my place is Shoaib Ahmed.
Come on, guys.
So 12 balls, 11 runs needed. That is the equation. And Dubai Capitals development team are in a very comfortable position now. They look to finish things off in this over itself. It's going to be Mohammad Rohid Bangash coming into bowl. Looking for a quick run. A direct hit as well. This looks interesting. This looks very, very close. Well, it's going upstairs. We'll have to wait and have a look at the replay. But direct hits are always very interesting.
Yeah, excellent pick up and throw, and it's going to be an interesting replay. The moment he hit it, he was off for the run, and look at that bullet of an arm. And I think he's made it. It was very close. I think he just got his bat on time.
Yeah, looks like he made it safe and sound. We'll wait for the umpire's call, for the umpire's confirmation as well. They want to have another look. Good throw. And on the bounce. It is a little blurry, but from what we can make out, it seems like he made it. And there you go, the confirmation is there. It will be a run added to the total. So now they need 10 more of 11 deliveries, Dubai Capital's development team.
Yeah, just a couple of more hits will seal the deal. Waiver delivery, not getting the direction right. An easy decision for the umpire. One more extra added to the column.
The extras have been too many, far too many from ILT20 Marvels, and that is one of the reasons why this game is slipping out of their hands. They've not been very disciplined in terms of bowling the right lines and lengths and have given away a lot of extras. Something that the think tank will make a note of. Opens the face of the bat, plays it late and gets a single.
Yeah, that is all you need. Singles will do the job for you. Just the 8 more runs required. And I would like to add one point here, Shoaib. Zahoor Khan being the premier bowling in the side. And in these kind of matches, when you're not really defending a huge total, might as well just give your premier bowler the ball. And he's having one more over to bowl. So he might just go for runs at times. But then again, you have to ensure you give 4 overs to your main bowlers.
Yes, there's no doubt that Zahoor Khan is one of the most experienced bowlers in that Marvels bowling lineup. But it was Zahoor who gave away most of the runs tonight. And sometimes you do have off days. Well, I think what they've done is they've stuck to a plan. Zahoor is a death bowler specialist and he enjoys bowling in that role. And I think that is why he has told Nilanj that I would want to bowl the death. And that is how they plan the overs around him. Didn't work today, but I think that seems to be the idea of Zahoor Khan bowling 1 over in the early power play and then the 3 in the death.
Yeah, that is a very good point you make here, Shoaib. And I think that was 1 over of Zawar Farid, and that really cost them, where Ali Abid decided to take him. He was introduced very late in this innings, and I think that was the over which made a huge difference to this chase.
Another swing and a miss. Ali Abid, he's come out and he's just hit a few luscious blows all around the park. This time too, wanted to go big, clears his front leg, but the ball makes no contact whatsoever. So a dot ball. This game still on. It will go into the last over. Always 8 needed of 7.
Well, Shoaib, this is going to be a very interesting delivery. If this is a dot ball, 8 runs, Zahoor Khan, well, we'll have a game in our hands. Hafiz Almas, Ali Abid, they like to play big. Crucial delivery. And he's knocked him over. Well, he's got a big wicket. Mohammad Rohit, you champion.
Well, sound of timber at this point in time is just the sound that they would want to hear over and over again. Beautiful ball. Ali Abid was just nowhere near the ball. Misses it completely. And Rohit Bangash has brought Marvels, the ILT20 Marvels, back in the game. 20 for Ali Abid. Last over remaining. They need 8 runs.
कोई नहीं शाबाश करेंगे जरूर भाई करेंगे शाबाश शाबाश रोहित भाई बहुत बढ़िया
Well, over rate penalty. There is going to be an extra fielder inside the 30-yard circle. Not something that ILT20 Marvels would have liked. But this is what the rule states. You can't be complacent when it comes to finishing your overs in time. If you do that, you are in for a penalty, and that's exactly what has happened with ILT20 Marvels now. So if you see, they'll have to keep 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle, and only 4 fielders will be allowed to stay on the boundary ropes. Hafiz Almas, he will be very, very focused out there in the middle, and so will be Zahoor Khan. Now, he's the best man to be bowling that last over. Always you were saying that he should have bowled earlier, but I think now you wouldn't be complaining.
Well, he's proved me wrong here, Zahoor Khan. This is going to be a very interesting last over. He has been in these situations before. Zahoor Khan carries a lot of experience. Interesting last over coming up. Here you go, Zahoor to Hafiz.
A low full toss hit over and in the gap. That first ball is going to be a game changer. 4 runs from the bat of Hafiz Almas.
Oh, the first delivery Zahoor has bowled. It is a juicy full toss. And Hafiz Almas, he is not going to miss out on those. Fan court for a moment. On the very first delivery, he's taken Zahoor Khan for a boundary. So now the equation is just 1 hit away.
Yes, 4 needed of 5 deliveries. They still need to score 4 runs. We've seen weird things happen in cricket. So don't think that this is just now Dubai Capital's development team's game. This could turn on its head any moment. Highly entertaining last 5 deliveries. Gets the inside edge of the bat. A single taken. They will cross over. That means it's going to be the new batter on strike. Zahoor Khan, tons of experience. Let's look at that again. Gets the inside edge onto the pads. Aryansh, good game awareness. He removed that glove and was ready to throw the ball. Dubai Capital's development team, coaching staff and the dugout a little tensed, and why not? It's important, 2 points on the line, and to get those 2 points they need 3 runs of 4 deliveries.
I'm not too sure with that decision. I would say Shoaib Hafiz Almas taking a single and exposing a new batter, and that too against Zahoor Khan. And I think now ILT20 Marvels will have an opportunity. If he can just get his Yorker going, well, it's going to be tough times for Mohammad Farooq.
Yes, Mohammad Farooq does know how to bat, so he will be up for the challenge. Making sure that the fielders are exactly where he wants them to be. Nilanj Keswani just besides Zahoor Khan. 3 of the last 4. Catches the call. It's been played towards the deep point, and this could be the match-winning moment. It is the match-winning moment. 4 runs were needed and 4 runs are scored. So the result is now loud and clear. Dubai Capital's development team have won the game, and they've won it in a convincing fashion in the end. They held their nerves. They performed well under pressure, and they believed in themselves, and useful contributions coming from the bat, and they have ensured that they get those 152 runs that were needed. Capitals win the game by 4 wickets.
And that was the winning shot. A brave shot, I would say. The first delivery he's played against Zahoor Khan, he's decided to take him downtown and finishing off the game in style. This was an absolute blockbuster of a contest we just witnessed. A nail-biter, I would say, Shoaib.
It did get very interesting in the end. Shifted like a pendulum, this game. First in the favour of the ILT20 Marvels, then to Dubai Capital's development team, and back and forth. And in the end, it's the men in red and blue who will walk out of that field as the happier side. Khalid Shah, he'll be a relieved captain. He wanted this win, and he's got it. ILT20 Marvels, on the other hand, they did show some character by bouncing back into the game, but in hindsight, a few overs is what costed them this game, and that is something that they will want to rectify when they come out to play in their next game. But the focus right now is on the win and on the men who've done it for their side. The Dubai Capital's development team win this game by 4 wickets. That's the batting card then for Dubai Capitals development team. A surprise change at the top. It was not Khalid Shah who opened with Mayank Chaudhary, but it was Mohammad Zohaib who did capitalize on that opening opportunity and scored 32 runs of 23 deliveries. Mayank Chaudhary was looking good with 47 runs, and well, the others also contributed pretty nicely. The ILT20 marvels, quite a few bowling options used. 2 wickets for Mohammad Rohit, 2 for Sabir Ali, 1 for Nilanj Keswani. Zawar Farid was expensive in his 1 over, and that was where the momentum shifted in the favour of Dubai Capitals. He gave away 18 runs in his solitary over. So that's how the match panned out. Marvels batting first, got to 151. Aryan scoring 41. Zawar Farid and Zahoor Khan with that cameo at the fag end of the innings, ensuring that Marvels get to 151. In reply, Dubai Capitals development team, they got to that total with 3 balls to spare and 6 wickets in hand, thanks to that important contribution at the top from Mayank Chaudhary with 47 and Zohaib scoring 32. 22-20 of 17 deliveries came from the bat of Ali Abid. Sabir Rao and Mohammad Rohit got 2 wickets apiece for the ILT20 Marvels. So the first game is done and dusted. Dubai Capitals development team getting that game in their kitty, getting those 2 points and winning this game by 4 wickets. There's another game lined up. It's going to be the Gulf Giants development team taking on the Desert Vipers development team. That's match number 8, and that will be live at 9 o'clock local time. So 2 matches every day. We'll have a look at that winning moment anytime now. It was Farooq Moment who played that shot against Zahoor Khan, who missed his mark, I would say. Wanted to go for that Yorker. Instead, it was a full delivery. And Farooq Moment just opening the face of the bat at the last moment, beating the fielder at point and getting those 4 runs for his side, sealing a victory for the Dubai Capitals development team. Well, it's now time to find out who the player of the match is with the post-match presentation. We've got Faizan Khan waiting for us.
Welcome to the post-match presentation. What a close game we had. It was topsy-turvy. There were 3 overs when the game looked like going in one direction, but then it went to the other, and eventually the Capitals winning it comfortably in the end by 4 wickets. This is the player of the match ceremony, and with me I have our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, in the presentation party, and this goes out for a marvellous bowling performance in the first innings to Mohammad Farooq, who picked up 4 wickets, gave away just 11 runs and bowled 3 overs. Brilliant performance coming in. It's never easy to pick 4 wickets in a T20 game. Farooq, बहुत कमाल की गेंदबाजी आपकी तरफ से देखने को मिली. अनफॉर्चुनेटली चौथा ओवर आपको नहीं मिला, उसका कोई मलाल है?
मलाल तो नहीं है, वो नेक्स्ट मैच के लिए बचा के रखा है.
शायद 5वां भी मिल जाता अगर वो चौथा ओवर आपको मिला होता तो.
वो तो खैर रूल में नहीं है, लेकिन कोशिश करेंगे टीम के लिए अच्छे से अच्छा करें.
फारूक, मुझे ये बताइए, आपका बल्ला भी चला है, पिछले 2 मैचेस में आप आए, आपने इंपॉर्टेंट रन्स भी किए हैं, आपकी गेंदबाजी बड़ी अच्छी गिर रही है, जबकि कैपिटल्स हॉट एंड कोल्ड थोड़ा सा रहे हैं इस टूर्नामेंट में अब तक, तो क्या ख्याल है आगे किस तरह का डिफ़िकल्ट होगा सफ़र या आसान होगा सफ़र इन द अपकमिंग मैचेस?
नहीं, इतना नहीं है. हमारी बैटिंग अच्छी है, उसमें डेप्थ है, बॉलिंग भी हमारे सही है, बट ये था कि बैट्समैन थोड़ा क्लिक नहीं हो रहे थे, तो ठीक है, इंशाल्लाह आगे मैचेस अच्छे होंगे.
आज थोड़े दिल में उछाल तो आए होंगे, पर जिस तरह के ट्विस्ट एंड टर्न्स हो रहे थे मैच में.
ये तो पहले मैच से हम कर रहे हैं, अभी आदत हो गई इस चीज़ की.
You have given us a lot of thrill. Thank you so much, and congratulations for being the player of the match. That's Mohammad Farooq. He's been brilliant in the tournament till now, and Capitals have now got a victory here. We have another game lined up for you. We're going to bring you that in just some moments from now, but it's back to the comm box for now.
Well, thank you, Faizan. Quite an interesting conversation. Farooq Mohammad says that now they're used to being in these tense situations, and finally they've managed to cross that line and get those 2 points to their name. Right, so let's quickly have a sneak peek for the match on our hands that's upcoming or at 9 o'clock local time. We are live from the ICC Academy Oval 2. It's going to be the Gulf Giants development team taking on the Desert Vipers development team. That's coming up next. Stay tuned.